Alrighty, what is up, everybody? I'm back, dude, after a 2-day break, after a fabulous birthday, and quite a bit of craziness. I must say I'm back with some more Spyro. So if you're hyped, a letter B in the comments. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, type letter B, and I'll leave you a heart, promise. So some things have happened in the last 2 days. Nothing too serious. But I will get you guys up to speed here in a moment once some people get here. But essentially, I need to, as far as Spyro goes, I need to do some practice, okay? I have a whole list of things here to work on from Laura's ESA run. The truth is I haven't done a lot of studying of other runners and strat work in a while. And like, I didn't watch Laura's Ludwig marathon run, but I did watch her recent ESA run, which just happened yesterday. And there's definitely some stuff in there that I need to look at least, if not implement into my route. But for now, let's go ahead and just get warmed up. It's my first day playing in a few days. Again, it's no pressure for me to do any particular strat, except for that one strat in Shemp where she told me I have to do it in front of like everybody. Everyone was like, ooh. Which was funny. But yeah, welcome guys. What's up, Vanta? Energy Drink, Versified, Bob, Elon, Glizglove, welcome guys. Yeah, so in personal news, I just had my birthday on the 20th, 2 days ago, and it was a fucking fantastic time. Karaoke, all-you-can-eat sushi, tons of gaming, tons of beers. I was definitely a little bit hungover yesterday. I could have, to be fair, I could have streamed yesterday, like if I really wanted to, but I decided to kind of take advantage of like the recovery period to take a break. Yesterday as well, I took a lot of time to take care of some errands, and oh my god, I'll tell you guys the whole story about trying to get my passport renewed in a moment, but man, that shit was like a pain in the ass. And then speaking of pains in the ass, I literally have pain in my dick. Literally pain in my dick. So I had to go to the urgent care and get like prescribed an antibiotic for that. I'm okay. My dick is fine. It just hurts a little bit. I think it's partially from having a lot of sex, not to make it sound like I'm so cool, but also I didn't know this is the first time I've ever had my prostate like be inflamed, I guess, is like the reason why my penis hurts a little bit. But it's okay, I don't have cancer or anything, so it's pretty according to the doctor, it's pretty common. Nothing to get freaked out about. Just take an antibiotic for a while. And an interesting thing about this antibiotic that I'm gonna be taking for my penis, which is just funny to say out loud. I'm gonna definitely say the whole penis part like every time. This antibiotic I'm taking for my penis, the thing about it is that, you know, with antibiotics, you're not supposed to drink alcohol. So, and that's kind of good because I drank kind of a lot on my birthday. I drank like 9 beers or something. I remember it was like 3 a.m. by the end of the night, and I was just sipping on Sarah's like Mike's Hard Lemonade, you know, for Mario. Every time I play Mario Party, I play like a drinking game with myself in that game. Anytime something bad happens, you gotta drink. Like you lose a mini game, drink. You land on a red space, Bowser space, you drink, you know. Anyways, I drank a lot on my birthday, and now that I'm prescribed on these antibiotics for, you know, who knows how long it's gonna take for my penis to heal, for my prostate to heal, it's kind of a cool opportunity for me to kind of go sober for like the better part of a week at least. As long as it takes, you know, really, for my penis to get back to full health. So yeah, so I'm kind of taking advantage of this this time to make a couple of health changes. Nothing like too serious, but on top of not drinking alcohol, I'm setting also another new rule for myself that I have to go outside every day. Now it can be before or after runs, but the way I'm structuring it is, so I went out and skated last night, and I was like, man, it's so nice. Like it's not like super duper hot anymore. It's not like rainy anymore. I'm like, okay, damn. Like I went out and skated last night. It felt great, man. It felt awesome to go skate. I mean, I suck dick at skating, but it felt good to do it. And yeah, my rule is gonna be this: I have to go outside once every day. If I feel like it, the first priority is go skate. And if for whatever reason I don't feel like skating, like maybe it's raining or it's really hot or whatever, then I have to at least jog. And if I don't feel like skating or jogging, I have to at least walk for like 10, 20 minutes at least, you know? But that's my rules. So during this is like my healthy recovery plan is no alcohol, and you know, because it's not good with antibiotics. No alcohol for like a week, and then go outside every day for a week. Exercise every day for a week, basically. And, you know, I've been cooking a lot at home anyway, so I'm not too worried about the diet part of things. As long as I'm not consuming too much sugar, my diet's good. I just gotta be careful not to eat too much. But I don't know if I'm necessarily like trying to lose weight. Like, it'd be nice if I lost weight. When I went to the doctor, they definitely told me that I'm on the verge of high blood pressure. Like, I have like a 130 something blood pressure. 130 over 20, whatever it is. 130, no, it was closer to 140 actually. Which is like, it's called level 1. What is it called? Not hyperfixation, but whatever. Level 1, like high blood pressure. So, you know, a couple of little changes here or there. That sort of thing will only get worse as I get older. Like right now it's not a problem, but like it'll only get worse as I get older. So it's best that I like try to have it in mind now. My dad, actually both of my parents' family have a history of high blood pressure. In fact, just being an American in general is like, most Americans have high blood pressure. And that's one of those things that you can only heal just by living healthier, you know, like eating better, exercising more, that type of thing. It's not like you could take I mean, I guess you can take medicine for that, but that's not good. Hypertension, that's the word. Yeah, only level 1. Well, there's only 3 levels. There's level 1, and then there's level 2. Level 2 is when you need medication, and then level 3 is like when you need to go to the emergency room because you're gonna have a heart attack. So it's not like I have far to go until I get world record in hypertension or anything. What am I sick with? So I'm not sick. I'm only sick in this game. Speaking of which, let me head over to Shemp and work on the boosted jump. I went to the urgent care yesterday and got prescribed antibiotics because it fucking hurts when I pee. The tip of my penis hurts when I pee. And I think it's partially from having a lot of sex on my birthday, but also apparently the doctor told me that my prostate is slightly inflamed. So that's like causing the urethra to hurt a little bit. It's not crazy. It's not like, oh, my dick is on fire. It's not like that crazy. It just hurts a little bit. You know, it's something I wanted to get checked out. Yeah, so I'm on antibiotics now for that. I'm okay though, but I'm not sick. I'm not anything like that. I feel great. And it's a good opportunity, like I was saying earlier, now that I'm on antibiotics, to try going sober for like a week just to see how it feels. I can already tell you guys, I'm going to be replacing alcohol with like weed. Especially in the evenings. Not on stream, but like in the evenings for sure. By the way Laura does this is she gets a, I remember seeing this on her ESA run. This, by the way, fun fact. Hey, what's up, Laura? So Laura, you know, I'll give you guys some context. Laura on her ESA run yesterday, which by the way was an amazing run. You guys should watch it. She gets to this part and she's like, fucking Deo a certain world record holder should really learn a strat or two like this. So here I am. Learning. It's this strat and then the Metalhead wall glide are like the 2 biggest ones I noticed. I also have a whole list of notes right here of other smaller things, but things like maybe the anti-triangle drop in Artisans, the anti-flame charge in Ice Cavern, the jump charge before the stairs in Alpine, a faster cave entry, and you know, just like little tiny movement things. But this is like a bigger deal one. So I need to figure this out. I might have to bring up like the video of Laura's run, because Laura, you get a skitter, right? And then like, it's like the boost, yeah, like that. It's like the boosted jump. But you have to come like to the right and then curve it back, right? Let me feel out this, yeah, because it's deepest here, right? So you want to like get it like here? Somewhere around here is where you want to skitter, right? And then maybe also if I go down into it, like if I jump charge into it, or charge jump into it. I'm just theory crafting right now before I resort to watching a video. Feel free to backseat in the chat if you want, Laura, that's fine. I'm fully expecting to get nowhere with this. What's up, Lozzie? What's up, Pablo's Combos? What's up, everybody? You're in the driver's seat. Your brain's liquid. Yeah, are you hungover? I would be if I was you. You need a donk. Get this bitch a Donkin deal. Get her a vegetarian Swedish hamburger. What's up, Eric, JD, and Bex? Good to see you guys. What's up, Rachel? I see you up there in the YouTube chat. Thanks for popping into the stream. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, I'm like going the wrong way. You need to go harder right? I'm gonna stop charge jumping into this. I'm just gonna neutral charge. Maybe a little earlier. Okay, now I'm gonna watch the video because I can't find this skitter angle. So let's bring up the video. Put the link on Twitter. Actually, I'll just bring it up on my phone. Bastard. I don't care if you guys see it or not. Oh, but I do care if you guys see this. This is me. I'm gonna post this on Twitter, I think. This is me and violin. This is me and violin singing Simple and Clean. Oh, hold me. Whatever happens in the morning is a little later on. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely post that on Twitter. Oh yeah, hold on, I gotta bring up the video. I like forgot what I was doing. I gotta bring up the video. Let's see here. Bring up the vid. Got it right here. Okay, got the ESA run right here. Now we skip forward to Dr. Shemp. Oh, this is all the way in Bog. Let's go all the way back. There's Clifftown. Okay, I got Dr. Shemp going right here. ESA run. Okay, now I'm gonna pause it right at the part where I need to do the skitter jump. I'm probably not gonna get this trick like right now, but I want to at least like start to figure it. Oh, she charge jumps. Oh, okay. Or jump charges, pardon me. She jump charges. Okay, let me watch that back. I'm just gonna watch this back a few times. I'm learning. I'm soaking in the strategies here. Okay, she jump charges, but then she also says it's a boosted skitter jump. Okay, so jump charge into a boosted skitter jump. Oh, that's crazy. Jump charge and then get a single skitter. Practice that. Out and then back. Really weird. What's up, Nice Cock? What's up, Matt? Who did my... Yeah, Sarah did my nails last night. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna be... Just heads up to everybody. I'm gonna be mostly practicing today because I don't know. I just feel like now is a good time for me to just kind of have a practice era. I very rarely have practice eras in this game, so it's about time. I feel like it happens... Man, I need to figure out this skitter, dude, because it's like... It's a mess right now. Curve it out and then back. I have to like do it that way. Your house was dominated by Evo. Nice. About to ask how my birthday went? Yeah, it was a good time. Thanks, Eric. Did I speedrun all the sex that led to a broken... I wasn't like speedrunning sex, but I just had a lot of sex. So I think that's part of what like... I really don't... I think it's more just like the prostate thing. I'm not really sure why my prostate got like inflamed, but it's not terrible. It's not like I have cancer or anything. I don't have an STD. I'm good. But yeah, my penis hurts. I don't know what finasteride is. Finish stride on this dick, probably. I'm assuming that might be what you're saying. Then replaying Spyro 1, trying to get faster with 120. Yeah, I got prescribed, it starts with a B, like Burblagen. I got something like that. But yeah, basically I'm taking an antibiotic that means I can't drink, which is kind of cool. What's up, Amesy? It's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited to go like sober for a week just because I drink so much. I mean, I don't drink like that much, but I've been drinking like every day for like a while now. So there we go. There we go. Okay, hold on. You gotta do it closer. Oh, now I get it. I was doing it too far away. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is so easy. This is so easy. What the hell? I can do this every time now. I just went from not being able to do it once to doing it every time. Let's go. No, just kidding. I'm definitely in that stage 1 of like learning something. So, to those of you guys who don't know, I have a theory about like learning tricks in a game. Is that you have to have multiple stages or waves of learning. So like right now, I'm riding like a high because I just peaked on the first wave of learning this trick. But now what I have to do is start doing that more and figure out how to stop that from happening. And then that's gonna be me like getting less consistent. And then once I figure that out, then I'll be on wave 2 of consistency. And I truly believe, it is my gamer theory, that you need to reach at least 3 waves of learning like that, where 3 breakthroughs, you could say, and practicing and then fucking up and then correcting the mistake. You need 3 waves of learning like that to really get consistent at something. So right now we just hit wave 1 right now. Now I have to really time like how this works. And also Laura did jump charge here, so maybe that's like part of the finesse. Laura actually goes way harder right, I noticed. So, but I kind of liked just going like just right up to the wall. I'm still experimenting here for sure. There we go, there was a good one. And the other thing about it is you only can get away with a single skitter before the jump. Yeah, it has to be like that. So let's try from the level fly-in now and start getting like the actual vibes here. Also, I should try to practice recovering in case I bonk here. Like just try to like hit the guy in the shit. What's kind of confusing about this start as well is ideally you get the fade back, hit both, and then do this. That's the ideal situation. Also, I need to be thinking, when I get here, I need to be thinking, go down here, hit her, and then keep going. That's what I need to be thinking. Which doesn't save the same amount of time as what Laura does, but will get me more gems. So I need a jump charge down there. Flame, okay. I'm using my brain now. This is gonna be cool. I like this. This is a fun little like I dig this like little reroute. You've never been told not to drink on antibiotics. That's what Sarah said for the particular. Some you can, some you can't. Yeah. I might. Who knows? I might be able to get away with drinking on this, but Sarah says I shouldn't. So, and I just get the feeling from the universe that I should just be sober for a week. So regardless of whether drinking on this antibiotic actually does much or not, I'm still just gonna go sober for the entire time that I'm on this. Wow, that was cool. I think jump charge instead of charge jump off the top there. Yeah, it was so funny at this part of Laura's run yesterday for ESA. Man, it's so hard for me to do that without, while trying to jump charge it. I feel like maybe I just want to charge jump. I mean, like my heart wants me to charge jump it. But yeah, during Laura's ESA run at this part, she was like, well, some runners who have world record, Deo, whose name starts with Deo and ends with fucking bitch, should really do this strat. I mean, I'm not gonna name any names or anything. Literally everyone in the crowd was like, ooh. I was watching that. I remember being stoned as fuck watching that. I'm like, okay, bro, okay. Ooh, the Deo caller. I have to be quick with that, if I'm gonna charge jump it, I have to be quick with it. No run today. Maybe I'll do a run today. I'm mostly focusing on practicing right now. So we're about 20 minutes into the stream. Definitely expect for me to be practicing until like for the next like half hour or so. I just have a lot of stuff I want to look at. I may or may not do a run today, but I'm on my practice arc. Yeah, I have to get the charge jump down there and then hit the lady. And then if that happens, I gotta practice the recovery, which would be just like just grabbing the stuff normally, I guess. This guy have a blue? Yeah, that guy does have a blue. I should try to get him. I'm gonna try to do more of the section here because I can tell that it's gonna be weird with the metal guys. I really don't want to drop too many gems here is the thing with my route. Maybe I'll just set a save state like right, yeah, whatever, who cares. You really do want to, in this game, you want to do it from the fly-in. You don't want to fuck around too much with that. That's good. I'd be happy with that in a run. That only drops 2 gems right there. Versus like, what does Laura do? She like goes up here. I don't remember. Actually, let me watch what Laura does. I'm curious. She drops like 7, I think. She drops a blue, I think, doing this. But to go faster. I think she skips the mama. Let's see. Yeah, she exchanges the mamas. It's actually the only I only get an extra 3 gems doing it this way where I get the mama. So actually the way she does it, it probably makes more sense. Because she gets the green as well, which I'm missing. I'm gonna watch it one more time. Yeah, the thing is with both strats, we're missing the first metal guy, I believe. Thank you, Eric. This guy has, oh, he only has a green. Like, ideally, I'm grabbing this blue and this green and the mama's blue, but like, in truth, like, you know, compared to not doing anything, or compared to doing the old route, I think maybe what Laura's idea probably makes the most sense, just to skip that blue. Rather than to really try to get everything. I think it's gonna depend on how I'm doing gem-wise. You know, if I'm doing bad gem-wise, then, you know, be more thorough here. If I'm doing good gem-wise, then be more ballsy. Like if especially if I miss that first one, I think this strat is gonna come down to whether I get the first 2 boxes. If I get that, then I do this, and I'm chilling, you know? Oh, I missed another blue, which is painful. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we take the gem loss for the time save here if we do it right. But then if we do it wrong like this, that's fine. We keep it moving and we're chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, and hopefully in a worst case scenario, it's only really losing like up to a second compared to what my route is now. Worst case scenario, hopefully if I'm recovering well. And best case scenario is I'm skipping like 5 gems, but saving like, I think she said like 2.8, like almost 3 seconds. So this is a really cool strat. And overall, just the jump is really cool as well. So I mean, just the movement just feels very satisfying, which I'm a fan of. What's up, May? Oh man, I keep charge jumping too early now. Okay, Day's got some strats. Do you have a video or something I can watch somewhere? I'll give you VIP so you can post it in the chat. I'll try to understand what you said via your message, but one sec. I'm gonna give you VIP so you can post a video in case you have one. VIP days. Okay. Yeah, if you have a video of what you're talking about, feel free to share it in the chat, dude. If I go back, I'll try to understand it via text though. If I go back for the mama, go harder left when I'm up top getting the gold. Oh, to trigger the metal guy. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Okay. To trigger the second, not the first one, but you're talking, not this one, but you're talking about this one. Trigger him early. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Let me try that. No, you don't need to post a video. I understand though. That seems, oh man, that seems tough to, at that point, it's like, hold on. Maybe I can do it more optimally. It seems like you have to go really hard out of your way. It's already an awkward, like, zigzag you have to make. It just makes the zigzag, like, that much worse, you know? But maybe I'm missing. Yeah, okay, you got it. So maybe if I, like, rub up against the wall there, I think that's what you're saying. Rub up against that shit. Like this. Yeah, okay. Is that really worth it, do you think, though? Compared to just doing this? Doing it like that? Because, I mean, it's not like he's that much out of the way, you know? Doing it that way. You know, it definitely seems like more trouble than it's worth to try to trigger that guy early, but maybe I'm, like, missing something. Like, if I'm gonna go for this first mama, like, I'm gonna just try to take, like, as little of a zigzag as possible here. But I think you're on to, I think it may be, I think there's, like, a middle ground between what both of us are saying here. Where you can trigger the guy, but not zigzag too hard. Do it like that. It's just such a hard, like, turnaround at that point. With the mama. But the benefit is you do also get the green, actually. You do end up getting every gem this way. Whereas the way I was doing it before, I would miss the green. Yeah, there we go. That's like a good way of doing it almost. That would still save time over the old strat, I'd reckon. Yo, Dylan, thank you for the good luck. Loved your performance as Spider-Man yesterday. That was excellent. Yeah, that would be like the best, like along the lines of an optimal way of doing what Daze is saying. Yeah, that was a really funny run. You weren't thinking about this first mama? You know, I kind of give it to you because, like, this just feels really nice and it only drops it like a blue, you know? Whereas going for the mama, like, really to get the mama optimally, you're gonna be missing the green. Because, like, look at this, like, to get the mama, like, not trying to do the Daze thing here, but just trying to do it, like, kind of more the way I was doing it earlier, is you get that, and then that's, like, kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, like, kind of in my mind, but then in that case, you're dropping a green instead of a blue, so you're only saving 3 gems for, like, maybe a second more of movement. So I think this is my honest opinion. This is, like, for my TBH here is, by this point, you should be aware of, like, how well you're doing on gems versus not. Like, if you get, like, a free blue in Clifftown, for example, or, you know, whatever. Like, if you're doing good on, especially if you grab some extra early game ones on a by cavesless route, I think it's justified to skip the blue from this mama. But generally speaking, if you've missed any gem, which is, like, likely that you missed, like, a blue up to this point, you know, especially in Clifftown, right? If you get anything less than 285 in Clifftown, like, you're probably gonna want to go for this mama on a bike cavesless route. I feel like that's just my hunch, you know, just so that way you're not, like, under gemmed too much. You have some leeway in magic crafters. So yeah, that's like what Daze was saying, triggering that guy. I don't know. I'm not, like, convinced that triggering that guy is, like, the move. But to his point, yeah, and it's tough to get both the gems that way as well. It's such an interesting trade-off with, like, speed and gems here with this strat. It's, like, about as good as I can do it, getting all of them. Getting all of them isn't bad. I'm gonna be honest, getting all of them is not bad. I don't dislike it at all. Daze wrote some shit. I'm gonna read it. Oh, that's good. That was a good one. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you get all of them. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, another thing, like, we skipped this green as well, so that's, like, just automatically compared to the old strat. So I honestly kind of like this. I'm starting to get more convinced by Daze here to just get everything and trigger the guy early. Is there a minimum amount of gems? Yeah, you need to get 6,000 gems to exit Dreamweavers. So every gem really counts in the run. It's hard to do the green and get the mama. Yeah. I like it this way though. Like, what do you think? Like, that was good. Because if I'm missing that green, then it's that green and this guy's green that I'm missing. So that's already a 4 gem deficit. That's why I'm feeling like I don't want to skip the mama, you know? Because at that point, you know, that's a lot of gems missed. That's the green from the guy, the green on the thing, and then if I, you know, I don't know. I just think it's generally like gonna be more comfy for me to try to get everything here. It's gonna help. I think it's gonna go a long way for my comfortability. I always, like, with the fucking bike cavesless route, I really feel like, and this is just my honest, like, to be honest, is I feel like the more gems I can front load without losing too much time, like even if it's a little detour, like for the mama like this, or like the extra wizard at the beginning of high caves, for example, little extra bits of gems, or the 3 greens outside of Night Flight, or, you know, but right before Night Flight. Gem pickups like that in the early mid-game goes such a long way for this route, so that way it's viable in Beastmakers to the end. So I think the way I'm gonna do this is to get the mama. It just feels right, you know, it feels like the right trade-off. Like this. And then if I miss the green there, whatever, no biggie, but at least I got all the major stuff, you know? I like that. I'm gonna try doing that in runs. Also, I want to be able to practice I want to practice failing this as well, which is kind of hard to account for that, but I guess if I fail it, then like, oh, oops, you know, like you gotta have really quick reactions to get the right recovery if you fail. You can do it. It's just okay, oops, you know, I failed. All right, I'll do this. So bad. I gotta practice that recovery. That's really gonna be the more important, like, secret sauce here, is getting that recovery right. But yeah, I love this strat. This strat is awesome. I'm kind of stupid for not practicing it before. Laura was definitely right to call me out for that. But yeah, I like it. I like it this way. You like going forward without the mama, but still triggering the guy? Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. Is there a minimum amount of... I already read that. Oh yeah, let me shout out everybody. Merendor with the 25-month sub. Thank you so much. Tier 3, by the way. Chugger's in the chat for Merendor. Thank you for the good luck, and much love to you as well. And Bailey with the YouTube membership. Thank you so much for that. It says, love you, man. I feel all the love today, guys. It feels good. Taking a 2-day break, coming back to stream. It feels good to be back, even though my penis kind of hurts. And in fact, I need to go pee right now, actually. So wish me luck in the bathroom. I'll be right back. Give me just a minute. And yeah, cheers, everybody. Chugger's in the chat. We're gonna move on to. Let me move on to a different level here before I go. We're gonna head over to Metalhead real quick, and then we might look at some treetops as well as some other smaller things. BRB. How do I get it? BRB. I'm back. BRB. What up, everybody? I'm proud to announce that it did not hurt when I peed. Azo is an amazing medication. You guys should all take it. My pee was very orange though as a result of that. Okay, so let's head over to this area over here. What's up, more Rush? Welcome. Okay, so let's go from right here. Let's set a save state. So I didn't even know that this existed. I think so Ricky or Laura or someone was trying to tell me about this, but I like did not even know what they were talking about. I must have looked like a fucking dumbass to Ricky or something. But yeah, that was easy. Try that again. Oh, is this gonna fail? Yeah. My penis hurts because I have something called prostatitis, which is a slight inflammation of my prostate. It's not serious. I don't have cancer or anything like that, but I did go to the urgent care yesterday and got prescribed some antibiotics for it. They did like a urine test on everything. Actually, funny side story. When they had me do a urine test, I didn't realize that you're supposed to put the cup of urine like in like a little chute in the bathroom. So I like walked out of the bathroom with my urine test. And keep in mind, it's bright orange because like I've been taking like a urinary like pain relief medication. So I walk out this bright fluorescent orange piss, and like the fucking all of the nurses are like, oh no, it's in the it's back in the bath. I said, oh my, I was so embarrassed. Shit was funny. But yeah, that's why my penis hurts. It's hopefully after a week of taking antibiotics or something, the pain should go away. In fact, it doesn't really hurt much at all when I'm taking the urinary pain medication. It just feels uncomfortable is how I describe it. It's not like it's like, oh god, it burns. It's not like that. It's not like that extreme. It's just like it's a little uncomfortable. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I was offline yesterday is I went to the fucking urgent care for that. This is a cool strat. I like this. I mean, you might as well do it. It's not like there's any gems down there that we grab. You know? Let me go from down here. Just do the whole stairs. But yeah, dude, yesterday was like a fucking royal bitch because I had to get my passport renewed. Oh my god, who here has ever renewed a passport in America? Anybody ever fuck around with that? Oh my god, that shit was mind-numbing. You know, most you know, government utility things, you know, like your gas, your electric, your driver's license, you know, stuff like that. You can do most of the process online. But with fucking renewing your passport, you gotta print out the whole application, fill it in, take your own photo, get it in the correct dimensions, paste it to the application, you know, put your passport in there, and you can't just put like, you know, you can't just pay online. You have to go to fucking the grocery store and get a money order for $190. And fucking hopefully you filled the front of that out correctly, and yeah. Oh my god, I felt like I was in the year like 1975 doing that shit. Like, okay, like before the age of computers, like I can understand having to do that, but like dog, like a money order? What am I like 80? Who uses a money order for shit? Not me. That shit was like, so basically I was running all around town yesterday. All around town because I'd be like, all right, let me just print these documents in the front office of my apartment. Like, oh, they don't have a color printer. Let me go to Office Max. Oh, okay, well, it doesn't want to print the photos directly from my email, so I got to put them on Google Drive. Oh, okay, well, now that the photo's on Google Drive and I print it out, I just realized that I can't be wearing glasses. Okay, cool, so I take off my glasses, retake the photo awkwardly there in Office Max. Okay, let me reprint that. Oh, I can't resize it to the correct size because that's apparently not an option on their printers. So now I have to take a photo of the print that I just took from like super far away, so that way it's the actual right size on the letter paper, and then you can cut it out and add it to the fucking application. So I was there in Office Max for like 40 minutes doing this shit. Then I go, oh my God. Then after that, I go to the USPS. I go to the fucking post office, right? But the post office I went to was in like a fucking, was it, you know, like the Mario World, like hedge maze level? The fucking like, think of like the most difficult hedge maze, like from Rugrats Search to Reptar, you know, with the fucking rabbit coming out. I had basically had to navigate like the craziest, like via, in my car, Google Maps took me to like 3 different dead ends. I felt like I was in a crossword puzzle trying to get to this UPS. It was in the middle of a college campus. So that was the problem. It was trying to take me somewhere where there wasn't roads, basically. And it's like, oh my God, I like fucking took so many wrong turns. It took me like half an hour just to get to this post office. I was like 10 minutes away. And then I walk into the post office with all my documents and passport and everything. And I'm like, you're supposed to be able to get a money order at the post office, right? I'm sorry if I'm like ranting, I just need to get this off my chest. So I go to the post office, I'm like, guys, I have everything. I just need to do a money order for 190 bucks and send this out. They're like, oh, we don't do money orders at this particular post office. You're gonna have to go to the grocery store, like another 10 minutes away. So, okay, so I gotta navigate my way out of the maze, go to a fucking Publix, get the fucking money order, go to another post office, fill it all out, make sure, hopefully I entered everything correctly, you know, wrote everything down correctly, endorsed the money order, put it all in the thing, do the fucking shipping, do the fucking kiosk. Oh my God, dude. That shit, they make it as hard as possible. Yeah, we got Publix out here. I'm on the East Coast. So yeah, I think I left the house like around noon. I wasn't done with all of that shit till like 4 p.m. And keep in mind, the whole time, I'm thinking like, fuck, after this, I gotta go to urgent care and have them look at my penis, dude. I'm like, I need the doctor to look at my pee-pee. What am I doing fucking around with all this post office? Get this guy, get the doctor in the room, man. Like, what the hell? So after all that, I go to the fucking urgent care and I'm waiting for like ages and ages. Man, it was just like one of those days where you're just fucking waiting on this. It was a bureaucratic day yesterday, for sure. And then, so he finally gives me the fucking antibiotics, you know, they do the urine test. Okay, that takes like an hour or two. And then after that, I go get groceries on the way home. So I went like full adult mode yesterday. I like fucking just knocked it all out. Knocked out the passport renewal, knocked out the penis medication, knocked out the fucking groceries. And now I don't have to exit my house for like another like week or two at least. So yeah, that's why I was offline yesterday. Yeah, I had to do a 120% speed run of renewing my passport. I guess you don't want to jump too early there. I think the move is to do a jump charge and then a jump. Got Publix, only went up to Georgia. They have them in Virginia. Technically, I'm in the South, even though it's like more like the East Coast, but like on the border of the South. Virginia is considered the South. So we have places like Cookout and Publix and stuff. Wawa. I think they have Wawas everywhere. Just practicing this a little bit. These are like the 2 major things I want to get into runs, is the Dr. Shemp strat and this one. But I just want to get it, like, with these strats, you want to get them in the full context of all the movement before and after. That's why I'm doing these stairs and shit. So I can get a feel for what it's going to be like on a run. I think I can be a little bit more aggressive with my wall glide here. That was a good one. How much does this save? Like a marginal amount of time. Let's time it actually. Let's time from like right here. So let me set a save state. again. Oh my god, please. Oh my god! Fuck! You really don't want to go for an extreme wall glide here, really. Like, you're tempted to, but you don't want to. And then wait till I get all the way to the platform before I stop timing. That was like 7 seconds. And then here it is the old way. Or actually, hold on. I would want to do it like this. They're pretty similar. I'm pretty sure the other one is like slightly fast. Like if I were to keep like really hardcore timing this and seeing like optimally, I think the other one like is probably like a half second at the most faster. So it's definitely not like necessary. Yeah, maybe a second. Maybe a second, probably more like a half second, the other one. The other one does feel faster, I'll say. I don't know. I don't feel like sitting here and extensively timing it. Yeah, I think it's something, you know, it's something minor. And it's also just cool. That's the other thing. It's like, it's fun to do a cool wall glide out of bounds, you know? Except when that happens. Michael, thank you for the $2, man. It guarantees an early blue? Oh, you talking about this blue, like, from out of bounds here? Is that from one of the guys, like, is that what you're talking about? What do you mean early blue? Are you talking about that? But isn't that just from one of the, isn't that just from one of these guys? So, but don't you get that anyways, right? Because I thought it was from a bowling guy. It's not always guaranteed. Not early, but I mean, it is guaranteed later. The bowling guys are always guaranteed, even if they miss you or they die early or whatever, right? Or am I wrong about that? It makes the movement easier. Oh, that's what you're saying. You're not saying the blue, collecting the blue is important. You're saying the movement is easier because then they don't like block you so much. Which, I mean, really, that's not a problem in any percent. That's more of a problem in 120%, to be fair. But I hear what you're saying. But either way, it's like slightly faster and it's a cool out of bounds. You might as well go for it. Maybe if I'm like scared and I'm like nervous on world record pace, I won't go for it, but on just a random whatever run. This is kind of like similar vibes as Flora Flop, where it's like, go for it on like a whatever run, you know? On world record, it's not really necessary. Just considering that it's hardly approaching a second's worth of time save. If you get like a really wild wall glide, which is not recommended here. So. Realistically speaking, I probably won't go for that on an actual record pace. I would be too heartbroken if I lost a world record to that. I mean, you know, or like lost a bunch of time to that. Especially right after getting the out of bounds on world record pace. I'll definitely be, this is one of those like context things where it's like, I know I'm gonna be nervous after getting this out of bounds on a record pace. So I'm not about to like test fate by going for that wall glide in that scenario. But it's cool that that exists. Let's look at some other stuff. I'm gonna head over to Alpine Ridge real quick. I'm gonna start looking at some smaller stuff here. Yeah, there's 2 small movement things I want to practice in Alpine before I start doing them in runs. You know, Christopher, it really just depends. It's a risk-reward question. Yes, saving a second is significant, but if it means I might lose 5 seconds, like it's a coin toss, basically, whether I lose time or not. Like, let's just say, let's be generous and say that strat, also I need to start from the beginning. There's something I need to practice here. Let's be generous and say that wall glide, I get it like 80% of the time. Well, it's gonna be a different vibe here in practice than on an actual run. That's like what I was saying earlier. Like, if I'm nervous, at that part, well, first of all, my consistency is probably going to go down for that. Second of all, the amount of time I'm going to save is going to go down because I'll play the wall glide safer. Thirdly, I might fail it and lose time, which I'm just not okay with on a world record pace at that particular part, considering the reward, which is up to a second, maybe. Like realistically, it's more like half a second, realistically. So what I'm saying is that just because it's half a second, like that's cool, but that's not worth it for me in that particular context. I hope that makes sense. If I'm a bitch for that, you can call me a bitch for that. You can say, Deo, you should go for every single time save because you have world record and you have to go for it. You can say that, but you're a bitch, and so am I. So if you're gonna say that. So it takes one to know one. We're both bitches. So hopefully that clears it up. I'm gonna just do the whole start of the level here just so I can get the hang of this. But yeah, Laura jump charges there and then jumps up. That's one thing I want to practice. In fact, I'll just start like right here, I think. Should be okay. Oh wait, but then the stair cycles aren't right, so forget about it. Is this a newly discovered techniques? No, nothing's like that new. It's just stuff that I don't do yet. And what I'm practicing now is like literally I'm practicing a single jump charge right after these spring chests before jumping on the stairs. Like that. Or like, I guess a fade back charge. Laura does like a turnaround and then a jump charge and then jump up the stairs. I'm trying to like understand how that would work. Also, since I'm playing with these spring chests, I might want to try doing a double on them if that's even realistic at all, which I'm guessing I'm thinking it's not, but since I'm looking at them, let's just try it for funsies. Oh yeah, get up that way? Like, imagine, that would be some shit. Is that doable? No, that's way harder. Yeah, that's way harder. Dude, imagine though, that strat, the double into the fucking get up there early. That would be nuts. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I keep doing that wrong. Don't do the fucking load. Yeah, I like just fading it back. Honestly, if you just fade it back, it's not, you don't have to jump charge. I remember seeing Laura jump charge instead of fading back there. So I was like, oh, I should learn that. Actually, I like it the way I do it. Not to put her strats down. She's good. She's beautiful. Can I get this double? Dude, I'm trying to see like, I'm trying to see if there's a world where a double exists here. Like, I'm thinking, like, if you can get over here and then curve it around, like, it's so unnecessary, though, because you have to wait for the stairs anyways. Oh, I gotta grab the other green. What's up, Belmo and Cool Pernicus? Yeah, I mean, going for a double here is just super unnecessary. I'm not going to worry about this part. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Also, little side note, this, I used to double flame charge, and I like double rolling here, actually. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the whole IL here real quick, and then get up to a later part where I'll make a save state. A little slow. Okay, double roll. Arguably, it's hard to say whether that's better or not because it does put you further away, but then you don't have to jump charge out of it, so kind of like you're neither here nor there. Okay, this. And Laura also jump charges is there as well. I was kind of blown away at some of the jump charges Laura went for in this level. I'm used to the movement without those. I don't see it being faster for me to try to incorporate those, just now that I'm playing, you know? Now Not all jump charges are created equal. Okay, now here I need to practice. So here we pause. Okay. Let's reload the level. Go right here. And now we go... What the fuck? We got this. And we go down. So what I was doing before was... This is what I'd do before. I would like go for both of the greens down here and then grab this guy, which is just objectively slower than aiming for the right side of the place. But I need to get the feel of that because these guys have really wonky hitboxes. Also, I might want to flame out of the air since I'm going so hard right there. Let me actually go back a little bit just so I can get the feel. I'll go from like right around here. Yeah, I'll go from like right here. So I get the whole vibe. Yeah, you don't want to even charge jump down there. That is a good spot to jump charge, actually. So, counterintuitively, that is a good spot to jump charge. I'm collecting those blues. Here, let me, I'm gonna get the whole run up here, just because these boxes, like, there's definitely room for improvement. Whole run up. Now, let me just do it from the fucking dragon. Make a save state after the dragon. Or actually, no, I can't because it'll respawn the dragon when I spawn inside of the green guy. Okay, so say I'm right here. Pause, unpause, we're good. That is good. Okay. Good. Yes, that's how you want to do it. Yeah, for some reason I was like really committed to grabbing that green right there early, which would just probably lose me like at least a second or two. Good thing I watched Laura to unfuck myself with that movement. I'm not trying any like new strats per se. I'm just doing little micro adjustments right now. After having watched Laura's ESA run. Yeah, ideally you want to hit all three of those in one charge and then jump charge the last one. But that doesn't... Oh, that was cool. I kind of jump charge the last two. That might be a move. Then, yeah, actually, I like that. Jump charge the last two, because then you can jump charge more quickly that way. Except it's easy to miss that third one, though, that way. These are important boxes, by the way. They all have very juicy gems. You do not want to miss any of these boxes. And it's, as you can imagine, it's easy to do so. That's good. Hey, by the way, I hope everyone's having a good day today. Good to see everyone again. Back after 2 days of break from stream. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much. Yo, Zach, thank you for the tier 1. Happy days to you as well, man. Thank you. Yeah, I feel good today, everybody. My penis hurts, but besides... No, it doesn't even hurt, really. I had to go to the fucking urgent care to get my penis looked at. Or not looked at, but to get a urine test. Apparently, I have something called bacterial prostatitis, which is just basically a slightly inflamed prostate. So what I need to do is go massage that shit with my finger. Can anyone help me out? Can anyone lend me a finger? I'm just kidding. That's not how you... That's not. But I am on antibiotics right now, and part of that is I'm not going to drink. I don't know if I can or can't drink on them, but Sarah says I can't on the particular one that I'm on, so... I'm going to take advantage of this moment to not drink for the rest of the week, basically. And try to go outside more. So, wish me luck with that. Yeah, drinking is nasty. And the truth is that I got all the drinking I wanted to out of the way on my birthday. I drank like 9 fucking beers. I went hard. So, oh, you have a vasectomy scheduled. Hey, good luck, man. Good luck. Never had a vasectomy before. What's up, Horox, aka Chef Rich? Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's look at another level here real quick. I'm having a bit of a practice day right now. I probably will do a run or two here in a bit. Thank you for the sub, Chef Rich, for 15 months. Says, nice, I went hard. Love you. Thank you. Let me turn on this fan here. Get some nice air on me there. Oh, yeah, it's penis inspection day today. Everybody show me your penis. Okay, yes, let's go to Misty Bog. go to Misty Bog real quick. I just want to look. I just want to go downstairs and look at the last hog down there before the second dragon. That's downstairs. So I'm just gonna skip kind of over this way. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna head over this way. Touch this dragon. And now I create a save state. And now we reload. Grab the dragon again. We're gonna have to touch the dragon every time, but this is good because then we'll get the cycles all correct, I hope. Yeah, this seems accurate. In fact, it's nice because it's like an annoying cycle, so it's good that I get used to that. Now this way, we want to go this way. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I think the move is I do want to hit that right side guy first. Checking out them hogs on Penis Expansion Day. Expansion? Penis Extension Day. True. Something like that. Yes. Yes. Something like that. Was that good? What do you think, Days? Is that the move? Missed both of them. The thing about this, compared to my old strat, I'll show you guys what my old strat was here. That magical potato. You always seem to miss my stream. Hope I'm doing okay. Bizarre theme speed. No, I don't have any challenge runs planned for the near future. Oh, yeah. Wow, he ran really early there. I wasn't ready for that. I think the further left you are, the earlier that hog runs. So I need to really commit to going right if I want to get that strat. That's like a worst case scenario if that happens. Had that happen on. I think something like that happened in my record, actually. That's where most of the time save is on this level, is just like in this downstairs area if I can do it quickly. Like, I'll at least do that because this guy just has a green. So at the end of the day, I'll be missing like maybe 4 gems here. Because what I used to do is like grab these and then you'd grab the green from that guy. But that would be like 4 gems in exchange for an extra like 2 seconds of movement. And here at this part of the run, we really want to be like, my concept with my route is that I want to be over gemmed at this part without doing bike caves, so that way I can go for a strat like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the move right there. That's the fucking move. What happened with my donger? I have something called bacterial prostatitis. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but basically my prostate is slightly inflamed. It's okay, I don't have cancer, I'm okay. But yeah, it causes my pee to hurt a little bit. I don't want to say like my pee burns, but like like my penis just hurts a little bit. Is the only way I can say it when I pee. It's not crazy. It's not like, oh, it's not like I have an STD. It's not like it's like fucking like fire or anything. It's not like crazy. But it does hurt and feel a bit uncomfortable. So I went to urgent care yesterday and a doctor prescribed me some antibiotics, which gives me a good excuse to stop drinking for a little while. And to try to kind of go on like a bit of a recovery vibe. Exercise a little bit more. My 2 goals are don't drink for a week and exercise every day for a week and see what happens. That's like kind of my goal. What's up, Mavrosa? It sounds terribly. It sounds like, I want to make this really clear. It sounds like, oh, my penis is on fire. It sounds like it. I'm making it sound like, I'm trying my best to tell you guys it's not that bad. I'm sure it has been that bad for some people. Oh, my penis! My penis is on fire! No, it's not that bad, but it is just a little uncomfortable when I pee. That's it. Oh! So yeah. What's up, Piggy Bank? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Oh, my penis. I thought I had a UTI at first, but it turns out it's in men. Because here's the thing, in women, it's usually a UTI because their bladder gets infected easily. But in men, it's actually more commonly what I have, bacterial prostatitis, which is just your prostate being slightly inflamed. So instead of my bladder being infected, it's my prostate. Which means that the cranberry juice thing doesn't help. But I did get some unsweetened cranberry juice anyways, just for the fuck of it. It's because I love that shit. Was my birthday good? Dude, my birthday was a fucking blast, bro. We played so many games, drank so many beers, ate so much sushi, sang so much karaoke. I was very happy. Yeah, true grapes. But yeah, I'm not drinking this week. No drinks. Sober dober. Oh, I did want to look at one more thing here, which is the end of Guanton. Let me make a save state right here. The end of Guanton. If I'm doing good on gems, I want to see if I can skip some gems here. Like, I feel like it's a thing. I'll just set up like that. Oops. Let's try that again. Yeah, that dude, literally, fucking Eric said it perfectly. It's not that peeing itself hurts, it's the anticipation now. I'm like nervous whenever I pee, and I don't like that. The anticipation is what's scary. Yeah, that's the part that sucks. Exactly. It's like I'm scared to pee, you know? Dude, why? Okay, look at this. Look at this. Gold sparks, and then I load the save state. Green sparks. So I'm gonna take a death and then make a new save state with gold sparks. I guess it's more accurate that I'm green sparks here anyways. Do I do a charge jump here? I do, right? Am I tripping? I don't know if it's the sushi. Can the sushi, can eating raw fish affect your prostate like that? Bro, am I tripping? Am I not supposed to be charge jumping this? I don't think I am. I've like gaslit myself into thinking I'm supposed to charge glide that. Okay, so in this, oh my god. So in this case, I'd have to collect all these. I'm trying to get a Guanton where I don't have to like turn around so much, just to see if I can get like an idea for that type of movement. But it's gonna require good RNG. Yeah, I was tripping thinking I could charge jump that shit. I mean, you probably can, it's just like extremely tight. So, yeah, I'm thinking I shouldn't worry too hard about this. Because it's like the frogs are gonna be so weird anyways, like this is just part of the level where you gotta take what you can get. You can't really overthink the strats here too much. Like, I can dodge like that blue right there. And then I think this guy had a green. No. Because it's dicey, because once you start dodging stuff, like in Guanton, it goes from like 5 to 10 like that really quickly. And I'm already dodging a lot of stuff in this level. Like the strat I just practiced downstairs, like I already am dodging a lot of stuff. So, probably in my best interest not to try to over-optimize Guanton, even if I do get good RNG. What's up, Otaku? Welcome, welcome. But I think in a perfect scenario, you would actually go to the right here and get all these guys and grab that and then go up. I think that's like ideal if you're gonna skip stuff, like do that, I think. Maybe. But it's obviously way riskier to go to the right. But how many frogs did that miss? That was like 20 gems worth. Yeah, no, even more so. Yeah, so there's no use in trying to optimize that. What else do I want to look at? Let's look at the chicken outside of Metalhead. I always fuck up this chicken here, and I just want to practice getting it. Yeah. So let me practice exiting the level. This is annoying because I have to practice going in and exiting over and over. But let's see if I can just get it easy this one time, then I won't have to practice it too much. Hold left square, just get the fucking chicken. Yeah, and dodge the red right there, and then so that way you can get it. Okay, let's try that again. Where the fuck am I? Oh my god. Go to Metalhead, try that again. The thing is, if you go for this chicken, you gotta not go on the left side of the pole and thus miss that one red, which is fine. That's fine. Exit. But I want to see if I can still catch the cycle is the question, grabbing this chicken. That's the real question. I feel like you should be able to. Yeah, that was really close. That was closer than I liked. Metalhead. Try that a couple more times. I feel like definitely charge out of the level and then just a quick flame and then a jump. Yeah, dude, my birthday was amazing, Otaku. I had a fucking blast. I sang Simple and Clean with the Kingdom Hearts world record holder. All right, here we go. Gotta work, right? Oh my god! That was like a frame away from failing. Practice that a little more. But a quick flame. That's. I'm gonna try. This time. I'm gonna try holding square when I. You gotta hold square when you exit for starters. I'm gonna hold square when I exit. Then when I land on the ground, jump flame charge, to hit the chicken. Yeah, that's the move. That's how you do it. Rather than just a grounded flame charge. Oh, I would have had that though. I for sure would have had that. Let me try it one more time and just lock it down. Yeah, the iconic line, Megan, for sure. Exit. This is so crucial because if I'm green sparks here, which is common. That was slow. Let's see if I can still make it. If I'm green sparks here, I gotta go for that chicken every time. There we go. That was the juicer right there. You really gotta get a fucking move on those stumps, you know? I guess let's practice this. I don't really know what much there is to practice here. Except to just get lucky. Fucking stupid ass wall. You know? If you jump too hard into it, I think that's part of the problem. You want to jump parallel, then turn in. And when you're trying to go fast, it's easy to forget that. Try it from up here. Can I set the key to be on? Is that like a thing? No. Whatever. You're gonna deep clean your keyboard. Sounds fun. Not fun, but it sounds satisfying. Am I working on strats for sparks? Yeah, so when I was exiting Metalhead, I was working on getting this chicken early, because if I'm green sparks, that's the chicken you're supposed to get, and still catch the cycle here. Now I'm working on just getting the jump here. So let's respawn all this shit and then try that. Unfortunately, I'm not able to I have to do it. I can't get an accurate gauge of the strat without grabbing the key. So I'm just gonna set a save state right on the key and then just fly over. Yo, Potty, thank you for the raid. Welcome. What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Hope the runs went all right. Guys, my penis hurts. I mean, I just got to tell you guys, I just have to get that out of the way right now. I was offline yesterday because I had to go to urgent care. to get some antibiotics. So no, I'm not drinking this week. I'm exercising this week. And hopefully my penis gets better. So wish me a good luck in the chat for that. I just wanted to let you guys know that. I've been telling everybody today. I've been telling the whole world. I want to shout it from the rooftops, you know? Yeah, it's okay. No, my penis is fine. It's not like, it's not about to explode or anything. All right, let's set a save state right here. I'm just working on a couple strats. Today I'm kind of taking a bit more of a practice day. There's my tiny key right there. And then we're gonna head over here, see if it works. I don't even know if it will work. And then work on this jump. You wanna, I love the idea of like doing a forward jump and using the camera with R2. Like that's how I do this jump. I like this. Look at this fucking placeholder. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's how I should do it. You guys like this move? You guys remember doing this move as a kid? You guys don't remember doing that? Yeah, it's a practice ROM. If I hold all the shoulder buttons and press X, I'll do a moon jump. Look how high this fucking thing goes. Isn't that fucking insane? Like, they actually made a top of this. Like, you literally can't see the rest of the level. I'm just falling inside of the tree right now. Isn't that insane how it literally, I couldn't even like see the level. Isn't that nuts? They made a top to that tree. Like they literally made treetops in the homeworld. Like just think about that. Like just scale that up in your head for a second, you know? Like just with the fog, you know? And this game has like really good render distance, right? This area is really foggy. You'd think that it would just like end like up there, right? You'd think it would just end. That's like what, like 3 rungs? 4 rungs? You can see like up like 4 rungs maybe. So let's count them now. 1, 2. Oh, man, it like turns the camera when I do this. It's so crazy. I mean, it's just nuts. This tree is nuts. Try to get up there again. You're gonna pray that I heal. I'm gonna be okay, guys. I'm gonna be okay. My penis is okay. It sounds scary, like when your penis is hurting. Look how big this tree is. When your penis is hurting, it sounds scary. It's not terrible. It's just a little. It's just concerning, and so that's why I had to go to urgent care. I was like, I need to make sure that my penis isn't gonna explode or something. But my penis is fine. Yeah, I watched Laura's run at ESA. I caught it right after the fact, but it was really good. In fact, I've been spending today working on some strategies from it. Wait, honestly, I think I'm going to try a run at this point. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But first, let me do a couple of rat proxies, and then I'll do a run. I feel like doing a run today. I don't know if I'm going to do like a bunch of runs, but I want to do at least a run today. I feel like I did some good practice. I worked on a lot of the things I wanted to. Let me see what else I want to work on here. There's an anti-flame charge in Ice Cavern that I want to look at. So maybe I'll look at that before I hop into runs here. Am I coconut pill? You mean like, am I going to vote for Kamala Harris? Yeah, probably. Jumping up and down at work at 396 hertz with excitement. Yeah. The birthday card was too manly. Yeah, that's what made my penis hurt. True. But yeah, Laura's run at ESA was fucking awesome. I was stoked about it. My prediction is that Trump is going to win this election. That's just my prediction. I'll genuinely be surprised if Kamala wins. How in my right mind could I vote for her? Bro, I don't care about politics like you do. I'm just going to say this straight up. Like, you can argue with me in my chat, but, like, I'm not going to engage with you on this level. Don't pretend like for a fucking second, like you have any idea what's going on in American politics. All of us are looking at, this is my genuine political opinion. We all look at a facade of what's actually going on in our country. We're all being fed like this shit about, oh, Biden dropped out, this person did this, oh, the Supreme Court this. It's all just like fucking a big smoke and mirrors act for all the shit they're doing behind the scenes. Fucking tax cuts for the rich, you know, fucking pollution and all this shit for these big corporations. That's all it is. So what the fuck are you gonna act like it fucking even matters what fucking president you vote for, you know? You know, even you're gonna get an argument with me over it, you know? You want my real political opinion? That's my real political opinion. And I know people are gonna disagree with that, but that's just how I feel. Yeah, no, honestly, like, I would vote for a third candidate just for the rules. Like, I really, like, am not that. I have zero faith in our political system. That's just how I feel. Whether anything I said is true or not, definitely one thing that I can say, like, in terms of my perspective, is that I have no faith in our political system. Yeah, it's just dude, I totally agree with that. Politics is just all entertainment and shit. You're scared of the Project 2025 thing? Yeah, so is Sarah. Sarah's really scared of that as well. She said we're gonna move to Canada if it goes through or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Whatever happens, I'm chilling. I'll do whatever. Whatever makes people happy, I'm happy to do. Yeah, why do you guys care about what I think politically? Like, straight up, like, why do I? Dude, you guys literally know me because I play a kids game. Like, are you serious? You care about who I'm voting for? Like, be honest. I'm just saying, you guys got bigger fish to fry than worrying about who I'm voting for. What does ESA mean? ESA stands for European Speedrunning Assembly. It's a European version of Games Done Quick, basically. It's not the same, you know, organization, but it's like if you've ever heard of GDQ, that's like GDQ, but in Europe, basically. Didn't mean to open a can of worms. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is with politics. Politics is like a really volatile subject. I think that's why streamers don't like talking about politics, honestly. Is because it is a can of worms. Everyone's got an asshole and everyone's got a political opinion. And it's like, if you don't agree with some people, then they'll like fucking die on a hill over it. Even though it's not gonna make a difference in anything at the end of the day. It's like, all we have is each other, and like to be divided over like some bullshit that's at the end of the day, I just think it's just all smoke and mirrors. You know, I find it to be really stupid. So, whoever you're voting for doesn't bother me. Always stay away from talking about politics and religion. I don't live by that motto. You guys may not like what I'm saying here about politics and stuff, but like, I think I'm all about it, like open discussions and stuff. I'm not like saying like don't talk about stuff. You can have an open dialogue about shit here. My opinion on it is that fucking who cares? That's like genuinely my opinion. Some of you guys really do care, and to you guys, I commend you, you know? If only we were all like, if only everybody was as like politically involved, you know? Then maybe our world would actually be a better place. When did I say don't talk about it? I'm saying I'm saying it's like stupid. That's all I'm saying. You guys can talk about politics. I'm just saying it's stupid. I don't think I'm like shutting down anything here, am I? Is YouTube chat not showing? I see your chat. I don't know. Is the chat like missing YouTube ones? Yeah, like I just don't want to be like in an argument or like be like anybody's enemy here because of who I'm voting for or whatever. Like, I just think, like, life is, like, so much more precious than, like, fucking... than to be divided over some bullshit like that. That's genuinely, like, my opinion. You feeling optimistic about Kamala? Yeah, whatever. She'll be fine. It'll be close, probably. It'll probably be close, like, every fucking election. My prediction is that Trump's probably gonna win, though. That's my prediction. But I'm probably voting Kamala. Yeah, I'm voting. Is Virginia a swing state? You guys know? I don't even know. I don't even have... I need to get my Virginia driver's license so that way I can actually vote here. But yeah, no, for sure. If you guys want to have like a deep political my political conversations are very surface level, and like I don't really think too deeply about it. Again, call me a dumbass or hate me for it or whatever, but like if you want to talk deeply about politics to someone, like this is probably not the stream. Like you might want to go to Hassan's stream or something for that. For people who really get riled up over it. Am I gonna consider feet content? Probably not. Yeah, that'd be cool to see a debate. I love just watching the circus, you know, like the theatrics. Like, dude, watching the fucking Biden-Trump debate was actually so fucking funny. It was like such a cringe fest whenever Biden would like stop talking and shit. Like, it's funny. And my parents both being like, you know, pretty liberal, you know, they were just like, oh, our country's fucked. It was just like a funny thing, I guess. I don't know. Dark humor, I guess. Yeah, it was embarrassing to watch. It's funny. You gotta love a healthy dose of cringe like that. By the time they started arguing about golf, I was already like smoking weed on the patio, like on the phone with Sarah, just hanging out. Like I didn't even care about the debate anymore at that point. What's up, Matt? Hope I had a sick birthday. Dude, my birthday was fucking awesome. I was stoked about it. Oh yeah, that's another interesting political thing. They fucking, they unbanned Trump's official Twitch account. Where I'm assuming they just like stream like, you know, all of his like fucking rallies and stuff. It's not like an actual... Not like they're talking to the chat or anything. It's just like a fucking mirror of like CNN or some shit. Type beat. But still, it's kind of interesting. I didn't even know he was banned. He was banned? But I was like, huh, interesting. They unbanned Trump. No, and then all like the craziness on Twitter as well about like what different types of political opinions get like boosted in the algorithm and how like Elon Musk could be like influencing that. Isn't it so dystopian? Like that, it's like it's fucking like when you take a step back, it's like scary, but it's fucking hilarious that like that just because someone has a lot of money, they basically can influence all of political discourse on an app, you know? It's fucking insane. Yeah, we live in a crazy world. All right, you guys want to do a run? What do you guys think? Gonna bounce? Have a good one, Rachel. 24-hour chat. Dude, that would be amazing if Trump actually did like a Twitch live stream. Like properly like sitting in front of a camera and like talking to chat and stuff. That'd be fucking funny. Dude, if Kamala did that, that'd be fucking legit. If Kamala really wants my vote and she does that, then it's locked in for sure. Whoever's the better streamer, I'm gonna vote for. Kidding. Okay, let's do a run. You saw a Cybertruck and you all stopped to laugh. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of like car channels. You know, when the Cybertruck finally got shipped out like a couple months ago, talking about what it's like driving that truck. And yeah, they say like, you know, and these are car channel people that have like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all that shit, you know, Bugatti. And they say that compared to all those crazy rich person supercars, Rolls Royce, whatever. Sure, those cars turn some heads, but no car turns heads like a Cybertruck. Every like 90% of people that you drive by are going to be taking a picture, are going to be yelling something at you, are going to be doing it. It's like an actual, it's like what they say is that like as car enthusiasts and YouTubers, like they don't mind that attention, but with a Cybertruck, it's actually too much attention. It's actually crazy. Like it's more than like a standard, like a crazy supercar. That's just such crazy context to me. Like such a polarizing vehicle. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, that thing's a piece of shit, man. Cybertruck with a Spyro wrap. Hell yeah.
Okay, rolling.
Is there such a thing as a category with limited flame breath usage? No, I don't think anybody's run that. Low flame percent. You could probably do the whole game flameless, except for Nasty Nork. So it would be a, maybe how many flames is that? A 2-flame run. I would imagine that that's like the limit. You have to flame Nasty twice to beat the game, so. What's up, Kata? Thanks for the good luck. You also have to flame, or actually, no, you can charge into the thieves. In Nasty's level. So yeah, I guess that would probably be like the low flame percent. Which is annoying. Like, it'd be a more interesting category if you could do it with like 0 flames, but alas. You have to flame for Nestor skip. Yeah, but yeah, true. It's absolutely required that you do Nestor skip every run. Of course. As we all know, Piggy. Can you ram Shemp? With the bosses, most of the bosses you do have to flame them, but you don't have to kill the bosses to progress through the game. Like, you could complete the flight levels, you know, partially. You could, you know, complete, you know, most of the other levels. Like, you'll have to enter, like, extra levels and stuff compared to any percent, but you could almost certainly still beat the game without flaming until Nasty. No charge. Chargeless is an actual miscellaneous category, which I actually used to run many years ago. The fastest way to move in a chargeless speedrun isn't to walk, but it's to jump and glide. So everywhere you go, you're just jumping and gliding around. And not charge gliding, obviously, but just jump and then the empty glide, and then the jump and the empty glide. So it's much more slower paced run, obviously. Very frustrating. I would say chargeless is probably more frustrating of a meme run than sparksless. Which there is like mods for this game where you can play sparksless as well. Sparksless is probably like the most interesting of all of those types of runs. Favorite video meta is watching Cybertruck videos, drive about it, brag about it. Who's bragging about a Cyber? Dude, no one's bragging about. Every video I've seen about the Cybertruck is about how disappointing it is. Like, I don't follow like Elon dick suckers. I follow people that like are interested in cars. Okay. What's up, Jadio? Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at the Tesla subreddit or anything. I have some self-respect, you know? How come Mr. Beast invited every big YouTuber? I don't know. I think he's scared of me, really. I'm like the T-Series to his PewDiePie, you know? Trump and Biden isn't my president. Also, I'm not American. Dude, you know what? That's true. You actually just spoke truth right there. Tesla chuds. I don't know why you guys like pay attention to these Tesla chuds. Just because they're loud doesn't mean you have to give them any attention, you know? You know, racists are loud online, you know? It's like, it doesn't mean they're worth listening to. It's the same thing with Elon Musk dick riders. It's like, oh, this person's riding Elon's nuts. Like, haha, move on with my day, you know. I don't see how anyone could be upset with someone being a dumbass like that. Did any of the birthday hats survive? Yeah, I like repaired like 2 of them. All of my birthday hats exploded mid-run on my birthday. It was pretty cool. Spyro's a bad influence on children? Hell yeah. I think if you're worried about like what fucking Elon Musk stans think, I think you're either on Reddit or Twitter too much. That's my genuine opinion. Yo, Changes, thanks for the $50. Appreciate that. Says, keep killing it, brother. Will do. And that goat is buff. Buff goat. Hope you're having a fabulous day today, Changes. Saw a pink Cybertruck. It drove past you. Yeah, actually, it's from what I learned, it's like actually pretty common to wrap Cybertrucks because otherwise the fucking stainless steel. I mean, there's a reason they don't make cars out of like pure stainless steel, you know. It like dents and scratches and chips really easy. So a wrap is like if you care about like preserving the car at all, which is kind of funny with a lot of these fucking Cybertruck owners. They don't even care. They'll just take it off road for a YouTube video and just break the whole thing. Clap minus $100,000. Some people just are rich like that. Maybe? No. Wasn't ballsy enough. That's true. I think the DeLorean was like the fucking Cybertruck of its time. Or I guess vice versa. The Cybertruck is like the DeLorean of modern times. Just this ubiquitous thing that like pervades pop culture. You either love it or you hate it. Most people hate it. It's good. Alright, let's do another run. You're a custom wrap shop in Texas? You wrapped a couple already? Yeah, I was wondering what the custom stood for. Okay, it's custom car wrap. That's pretty cool. Changes. 3, 2, 1, go. What's your favorite one? What was the favorite wrap you've done? Even if it's not a Cybertruck.
Okay, rolling.
Oh.
Yeah, Mama Proxy failed like 3 times in a row. Dude, I gotta say, I was so surprised, and this really, I think this, like, was such an interesting thing in my mind. If I could be, like, a armchair speedrun psychologist for a moment, talking about Laura's ESA run, she made a point of not going for Nestor Skip, okay? Now, you'd think a trick like Nestor Skip, hey, you might as well go for it on a marathon, at least try it once, right? But if you miss it, chances are you're going to be losing 16 seconds. So what happens in a most likely case scenario is you're going to lose 16 seconds right at the start of a run. And when I think about it, I think that really sets a tone for the run where you know, in my experience doing runs of this game at marathons, it's better that you like practice and like try to really like get a good run, like what Laura did. And I think not going for Nestor Skip really like set that tone of like, you know what, here's this cool trick that I could show off at the marathon, or, you know, at least fail it and then move on, whatever. But first of all, I'm probably gonna fail it, and secondly, I would rather get a good run. Like, by not going for Nestor Skip, she's like implicitly like saying that, you know? And lo and behold, she got the best marathon run. And so, like, what's more important? Getting Nestor, like, imagine the other best case scenario is she gets Nestor Skip and then maybe barely ends up with a sub 40, maybe, you know? I guess really the other best case scenario is she gets Nestor Skip and gets a good run. But it's just, my point is that the tone that's set at the start of the run, especially for a marathon run, no reset like that, is, it's like two totally different roads you're going down, you know? I just thought that was interesting, like, from a psychology, like, speedrunning standpoint. She got a 37:51 yesterday, which is the best, by far the best Spyro 1 run ever done on an event. And psychedelic. Sounds cool. It like changes colors as you look at it, I'm assuming. Some pearlescent shit like Need for Speed. But yeah, I'm glad I went and watched that run yesterday because there was some big strat change. Not big, but there were definitely some strat changes I needed to work on. I'm glad I did. I use a wired controller, a DualShock 2. I didn't read the rest of your message, though. I'll take a look in a sec. Wireless work better for you? I mean, hey, dude, whatever works for you. I'm not telling you you have to play the game, like, with my setup or anything. In fact, I encourage you guys to find your own, like, way to play this game. Most people don't have a PS2, you know, like, to play this game on. Not the least of which, like, a PS2 that has, you know, a good controller and a nice capture setup and a CRT. You know, like, the more things, like, you add to this, to trying to copy my setup, like, the further away you stray from God. I'm not even joking. 3, 2, 1, go. Literally, people have come into my Discord and have tried to, and have replicated my setup. You know, PS2, OSSC, CRT TV. They do it, and then they realize that, like, oh, actually, you know, I also want to play PS2 games on this. And, like, my setup is not optimal for that. My setup is optimal for Spyro speedrunning, you know? So, it's just like, and then specifically the way I have mine set up is, like, if you don't live in North America, like, you're gonna have a tough time doing a component. Dude, there was a guy in Europe, I remember, that tried doing my component cable setup when he should have just done SCART from the get-go, you know, because he lives in Europe. So it's just, my point is that, like, everyone's got their own setup, whether you play on a CRT, LCD, PS1, PS2, emulator, PS TV, PSP. People run this game on PS Vita and PSP. Some people have done runs on Android, whether you use a first-party, third-party, you know, random keyboard controller, whatever. Like, every possible way you can play this game, people have speedrunning. So don't feel like just because your way is, like, not mine or whatever, like, you shouldn't do it or whatever. What's up, Tata? Oh, nice, Getro. Good luck with all that. Be ready to return shit and then order more cables and stuff to actually get it working. I am mentally preparing you that for that right now. Genuinely, Getro, if you're able to, like, get all of that working without having to return anything or order extra cables or splitters or whatever, like, you're actually you're a Chad for that if you can do that. But don't expect that. Expect the other thing now. Come. So Nuts, thank you for the Prime 4 minutes ago, and Supa Dupa Jew, thank you for the Prime for 5 months as well. Appreciate the Primes, guys. Yeah, expect the worst. Expect none of it to work, and then have to just, like, get, like, a different capture card and something, or, you know, you don't know, the splitters aren't working or whatever. YouTube chat's dead. I see you right there. What's up, Sora? Go. What up, Journey? See you up there. Tata, welcome. It started on stream again? What are you talking about? Guys, is there something wrong with my chat? Is that like what's going on, or can you guys fill me in? It was gone for a few minutes? Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes this backup chat does that. It'll just like die on YouTube for a minute. Sorry about that. But I think you guys are back now. You don't have to explain. I think I get it. Yeah, if you type something and you don't see it down below the splits here, then just give it like a minute or two and try again. Sorry if that's annoying. We are working on the... I keep teasing this, but like give it till the end of the month at least before HP is done working on the other chat thing. He's on a bit of a hiatus at the moment, so we kind of have to just wait until he's ready. What's my most tolerated level? Like, not my favorite, but most tolerated. So, not my least favorite, but the one that I don't necessarily love, but I tolerate it. That would probably be Misty Bog, and the reason I say that is because most people... Same thing with Treetops, a lot of the Beastmakers levels are like this. People really dislike those levels either because they struggle with them as kids or they struggle with them in speedruns. However, once you've been running this game as long as I have, those levels really grow on you, and they actually go from a point of like, all right, I tolerate this level, like you're saying, to I actually kind of like it. It's actually, maybe those are bad examples because I actually kind of like those levels now because I feel like I understand them a lot better than previous years. What's up, Literal Sock Puppet? Thank you for the Prime. Hype for the Spyro Master. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. So yeah, I don't know, like, levels I tolerate, like the levels that I don't like but I tolerate, I guess Jock, maybe? Jock has some stuff that I tolerate, you know, like Single Cake and whatever. I tolerate Mama Prox, I tolerate the jump in this level, like, I don't know, it's a pretty wide question, you know? But I think the sort of answer you're looking for is like, what's the level I hated but now I'm like kind of like a little bit more? I think that's kind of where you were getting at. Is would be like Misty Bog. What's up, DK? Yo, Pobs, thank you for the good luck. Yeah, you guys all struggle with Treetops as a kid. That doesn't surprise me. I liked Treetops as a kid. I struggled with other levels, like finding the secret area here that I'm like about to jump to, or like in Haunted Tower. Finding like the last few areas, or like in Wizard Peak, you know, getting on top of some of those, you know, doing that shit. Oh, so close. Dare I just continue this? I'm just gonna keep going and see what happens. See how bad the jump count is. I'm like not paying attention right now. Terrace Village, you act. Yeah, I think that's a good, like, oh, I tolerate that level. Terrace Village, for sure. I feel you on that one. That's a tolerable level, but not like not a good one. Yeah, I know. You guys suck at bog and treetops. It's cool. A lot of speedrunners do too. I'm way under. I have to reset this. I forgot to grab the other dragon as well. I wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to fly across the ravine there. What's up, Petey? Thank you for the good luck. What's up, Kirei?
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Check out the music tier list. Hey, thanks. I think I drank a little too much coffee today. My head hurts a bit. Get over that caffeine withdrawal. What's my attempt count? I don't know, actually. The thing is I don't save, like, my splits, so I don't know if the attempt counter is accurate at all. I can tell you, just if you just go by, like, the average amount of time that I've streamed since 2014, and with, like, 95% of that being Spyro speedrunning, really it's more like 98, 99% of that being Spyro speedrunning, it's safe to say that I have over, like, 10,000 hours just speedrunning, which equates to thousands and thousands of completed, not attempts, completed runs. In both of these in both any percent and 120%. It would be a bit more in 120%, a lot more in 120%, but I'm getting there in any percent. So it's somewhere in the thousands, basically, on the attempt counter. Maybe even if we're counting attempts, it might be in like the 10,000s, who knows. But I could check after this run. I just want to like pre-cope that it might not be accurate. But whenever I get a new PB, I save that as a new set of splits. I'm not sure if that resets the attempt counter or not. And then, like I said, I don't save my splits every time after I'm done doing runs. But again, I don't know if it saves all that info or not. The whole fourth world is tolerable. You talking about Beastmakers? Aesthetically speaking, I'll say it's kind of weak. You know, I'll give you that. I think it's a homeworld I've grown to appreciate more as a speedrunner than I, you know, as a casual player, I was right there with you. I preferred the more vibrant, open, like fun level, bright levels compared to the darker, sludgier ones of Beastmakers. I get that, but yeah. From a gameplay perspective, I do like Beastmakers now a lot more. Oh. Thank you, Graham. Feeling better from my sickness? What you're referring to is my penis. My penis has been hurting lately. I went to urgent care, and the doctor gave me some antibiotics. Apparently, it's like my prostate is slightly inflamed, so, you know. I'm doing okay. I wouldn't say I'm, like, feeling better. It's just, like, I'm taking an antibiotic now and urinary pain medication, which is fine. I feel fine. The way I describe it is it sounds like awful. It sounds like, oh God, every time I pee, oh God, it hurts. No, it's not like that. It's just like, oh, this feels a little uncomfortable. Oh, this kind of hurts on my tip a little bit. Oh, you know, it just feels uncomfortable is how I describe it whenever I pee. Oh my God. It's not like that. Just so I'm like, we're all on the same page. Do I get more money off Twitch donations or YouTube super chats? It's about the same. I think I get roughly 90% of that money. Something like that. And then with like subs and memberships, I get like 70%. Craziest crash out. Well, no, I mean, I have to like reenact it so that way like I can clarify that, okay, that's not what I'm feeling, you know? Because when we hear like, oh, penis hurts, it's like when I pee, it sounds like, oh God, you know, like, oh no, that's like terrible, you know, but it's not that bad. It could be worse, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, don't worry about it. Is sitting down bad for it? I don't know. My doctor was not like too concerned about it. He was just like, hey, just take these antibiotics, you'll be fine. I'm choosing not to drink this week while I'm taking these antibiotics, but he didn't even say like don't drink or anything like that. He was just like, hey, you know, Just try to be careful. Journey, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. Yeah, Freaky Bob. That was my Freak Bob impression. I don't have a kidney stone. Yeah, he checked my kidneys. My kidneys are fine. They checked for STIs. I don't have an STD or anything. So in those cases, then it's like crazy shit. Then it's like pain city. But no, just having a slightly inflamed prostate. It's just I would just call it uncomfortable. Bacterial infection, yes. No, I don't have an STD. We have a colonoscopy next week, dude. Good luck drinking the weird-ass fluid for the day before. Good luck with the fast and all that. I'm gonna drink some water too, actually. I just gotta keep drinking water. Keep drinking water, keep taking these antibiotics. And just be on my recovery mode, you know? It's your first time you're worried? I think they can put you under anesthesia. I'm not sure if they will, but I think they can put you under anesthesia for a colonoscopy. I think you can choose to either be under or not for it. It depends on where you go, I think. So if you're worried about it, you can just have them put you under and wake up when it's done. Oh, dude, that was the worst attempt at Mama Proxy. If I get this one, I'll continue though. I've been resetting it much. Come on, dude. Just, can I like get like a first or second try Mama at least? Like, please. Like ridiculous. Nah, I'm gonna reset again. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Dare I just continue this? Ganon, thank you for the prime. I kind of just want to continue this. Today, I'm really not trying to grind super hard. Like right now, I'm resetting like I'm trying to get world record or something. Today is really like a let me practice and incorporate some strats today. So I'm gonna just try to no reset this right now. I'm just tired of resetting. So sorry, Pace Pals. I will be on a more hardcore world record grind in the coming days. Just bear with me. I'm gonna try to finish this run, see what happens. You know? Fuck, dude. So good. Your penis hurts too now that I'm no resetting this? Understandable. Yeah, the penis pain is God smiting me for no resetting. Just gonna continue. Alright, so the big thing today is I wanted to incorporate some new strategies, and now that this run sucks, I feel more comfortable to do so, actually. So let's start with the first and biggest new strategy that Laura called me out for during her ESA run yesterday. The whole room went like, ooh, this. Good. That was good. Oh, wow. That was actually terrible. I missed 10 gems, even though I really shouldn't have. Wow, that was actually kind of bad, but I mean, you know, I got the strat. Some sloppy recovery. We'll see if I still save time here. This level actually already had like a built-in like 1 second of time save on my PB. So I think I touched the dragon badly or something. We'll see if I save any more here. That was kind of like, definitely execution could have been a little better there. Yeah, that was the first new strat. Yeah, I didn't even save time. We're working on it. Thank you for the good luck, Nori. Yeah, it's a cool strat. I do like that. I do like it. What's the next new strat I'm going to do? Alpine, I mean, I don't want to call this a new strat or anything, but I'm going to try to have a slightly more optimal second half of the level. Just cleaning up the movement there, really, rather than necessarily doing something new. I think honestly, I think I've done, especially after today, I think I've done a good job of incorporating as much like new stuff into this run as I can. What I might also try to do is like Daze's supercharge and treetops. That's another thing I could look at some more if I feel like it. And since this run sucks, I'll do like the Metalhead Whirlwind Wall Glide. You know, stuff like that. I definitely could spend some time in treetops for sure. That's one level that I didn't really look at today. Oh, there's an I didn't practice this, but there's an anti-flame charge that Laura does here. I might try it. Oops, so slow. Jumped out too far there. I'll point it out when we get there. So instead of flame charging, like on a box coming up, oh my god. Instead of flame charging on a box, I'll opt to not flame charge a certain box. So that way I can flame the enemy right after more quickly. We'll see how it feels. I haven't practiced it at all, so it might go terribly. Coming up in this section right after the metal guy. Oh my god, I almost died right there. Note to self, probably don't, it just feels like so wide, you know? I feel like what probably is gonna make more sense, like, overall, is to, like, flame charge that box, but then skip the guy's green, you know? I need to practice it for sure. Laura does that a lot better in her, ESA run. Fast food guilty pleasure, I guess like pizza. Pizza's probably the guiltiest fast food pleasure that I've eaten. Pizza's like guaranteed, like, I am gonna feel like shit after, probably. Most other fast food doesn't necessarily make me feel that way. I guess like chili stuff, like chili dogs and chili burgers, and sometimes like, you know, at places in I'm from California, so they got like chili burritos and shit out there. It's fucking insane. Also just like cheap taqueria, you know, just super fatty meat, like hot salsa just explodes out your ass, you know. Taco Bell, I like Taco Bell. I don't really consider Taco Bell a super guilty pleasure. Like with fast food, it's like not such a guilty pleasure for me because it's like, I'm not trying not to eat it, you know what I mean? So it's only a guilty pleasure if you feel bad about eating it, you know. So the only foods I really feel that way are like, I guess like pizza, if I eat a lot of it. Or like some like really cheap Mexican food, perhaps. Some burgers, you know. I don't know. But all in all, I'm actually like really happy with like my diet. Like, the only thing I need to work on is the portion control. That's it. But the actual shit I eat is like, I think pretty healthy. It's just a question of like cutting out, you know, alcohol, sugary drinks, and portion control. That's really it. I'm about to cook up some delicious ribs tonight, actually, which I need to put those in the oven, actually. If I crave, I wouldn't say I crave pizza enough to like learn how to make it well, but it would be nice to learn how to make pizza. I know a lot of people, there are definitely people here who do that, who like make their own doughs. It's definitely an art form, like you said. I don't know if I'm super duper dedicated enough to do that, but... Greasy, disgusting, fresh-made burger from McDonald's? I mean, quarter pounder's alright. Especially if you get like a deal with some like cheap nuggets with it. I can't, dude, frozen pizza's like okay, but I have to, like, I don't have a good taste for frozen pizza, so it has to be like a fancy frozen pizza for me to enjoy it, really. And then by that point, it like costs as much as like a normal pizza, so it's like, what's the point? Focus on optimization here. I could have done that, all that a little cleaner. Is DiGiorno? I mean, like I said, I'm not like a frozen pizza connoisseur, so I don't know. Sarah has more frozen pizza than I do, or she understands frozen pizza better than I do. Pizza bagels are good. Hell yeah. Sometimes you need dog shit food after a long day. Yeah, I mean, hey guys, eat whatever you want. I love just cooking at home, so I'm not trying to virtue signal that, like, you guys have to do that or whatever. It's just that I don't really have as, like, opinionated of a vibe on fast food as maybe some of you guys do. I mean, I like fast food. I just don't eat it, like, enough for it to be relevant for me to, like, give a fuck. You know? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm so much better than you guys. No, believe me, like the ribs and all the fucking potatoes and stuff and shit that I eat at home, like, it doesn't, like, literally at a certain point, it doesn't matter what you're eating. Like, if you're eating like a shit ton, like me, like it's still unhealthy. So. I'm not telling you guys. I'm not trying to make it sound. I know sometimes whenever I talk about how much I cook and stuff, it's like, people get the vibe that like, oh, he thinks he's better than us. Like, no, dude, I fucking love fast food. Like, I'll eat that shit any day of the week. Like, I don't care. It's just easier. It's literally just easier for me to cook at home. I like going to the grocery store. I like doing dishes, you know, after making a really nice homemade meal. I like being able to just feed my girlfriend, like, whenever she wants. Not like literally feed her, not like on some weird kinky shit. I just mean like, she's like, babe, I'm hungry. I'm like, great, what do you want? We got shrimp. Well, I'll make a shrimp stir fry right now. Boom, you know. What do you want? Let's make some bacon burgers, you know. I'll make all this shit at home, you know. I'll make some fucking, you know, chicken fucking pasta or whatever, you know. It's just like, it's just easier when you just make something, in my mind, rather than like going out and ordering something and having to drive and shit. Even if it ends up being more of a time investment to like cook and clean and get groceries and all that, I just prefer that avenue of doing things. That definitely doesn't make me better than anyone. Fuck. The grocery store is scary. Yeah, I mean, I totally get where like people don't like certain parts of that whole process. So going to the store, getting stuff, like, not just for today or tomorrow, but like for a whole week's worth of meals, you know? You know, spending $100, $200+ on it, you know, coming home, putting it all away neatly, and like eating it all and cleaning up after yourself. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot to ask of people. Like, I get it, you know? Not even just cleaning up after yourself, but cleaning up after other people, you know? Like, not like, you know, I don't live by myself. I'm cleaning up after Sarah sometimes. And she picks up my laundry sometimes, so it's an even deal, you know? So it's hard to find, I think for a lot of people, it's hard to find that right balance of all that stuff. without just being like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to Chipotle, you know. I respect it. Oh god. Dude, I genuinely need this, please. That was ridiculous. Bad time. You know what, Piggy Bank? I actually tested that. This level, Wizard Peak is a unique case. I dare you to try jump charging at the start of Wizard Peak in any percent. It is weird because the thing about it is that the camera gets stuck. Like, because the fly-in, it's like the camera's above Spyro, so the camera gets stuck on the fucking entryway when you try to jump charge in Wizard Peak. In Wizard Peak in particular, it's like kind of sussy to jump. It's not impossible, it's definitely doable, but the consistency factor goes down a lot in particular with Wizard Peak. So I'm way ahead of you, Piggy. I'm way ahead of you. And you're right, it is slightly faster to jump charge. There are definitely more places I could be jump charging as well, like after dragons and stuff. Like, I'll give it up. You know, it's always good to be thinking about that. I totally agree with that sentiment. I'm not trying to argue it or anything. But yeah, you just gotta give thought to all of your jump charges, you know, like look at each one and be like, is this actually like what I want to do, you know? Like in the case at the start of Wizard Peak, I could totally understand where someone does not want to do that jump charge at the start. It introduces a lot of risk, you know, unexpectedly. Camera getting stuck and weird angles, and you bonk on this, bonk on that, for a 1/10 of a second, you know? You know what I'm saying? Well, just because you go straight forward, a jump charge is still faster. But I'm saying a charge jump at the start of Wizard Peak has a consistent camera every time. Consistent movement and consistent camera every time. If you jump charge at the start of Wizard Peak, it's not going to be the same exact thing every time. I'm just telling you. Like, and then if you're pointing forward or not. Another thing with jump charging is you want to be pointing in the direction on your, you know, pointing in that direction that you jump charge, so that way you're forward momentum for the one frame that you're in the air. So there's definitely layers to jump charging where the context of every place that you do it becomes really important. Not every jump charge is created equal. And Wizard Peak, the start of Wizard Peak is one example of that, of like a weird jump chargey context. If I want the cool bull, I don't know if I'll ever, I did practice that for a while. I don't know if you know that, Dave. I did practice going for that blue. I couldn't do it once. I guess I should practice it more because you were getting it like semi-consistent, weren't you? Getting the extra blue in Wizard. I really want that extra blue for sure. Don't get me wrong. I would love to get that down, but I couldn't even get it once. Even with like, you know, practice code, like reloading the fly-in every time. I'm just talking about, literally all I was talking about just now was just jump charging and not going for that blue. Just jump charge and just hit the wizard earlier, that's all. But yeah, that blue is like a fucking meme, like, that blue is crazy. That blue is such a fucking cock tease. But yeah, you know, just playing devil's advocate with that, you know, like jump charging the start of Wizard Peak and then hoping that the camera doesn't get stuck and having a good angle to grab the blue and do it all smoothly enough to catch the wizard still. That's like so wild. Like, people who don't speedrun this game like can't appreciate how fucking difficult that is. Especially to replicate that consistently. Like, here's a part where we just used to just hold square and X, you know, barely losing any time compared to this new thing, you know? That's just how it is the more we optimize the strats in this game. It's like, it's the risk reward, you know? It's really hard to justify in a spot like that. I feel the same way about, I learned the metalhead wall glide to the wind tunnel after the key. I learned that today, but then I came to the conclusion, I was like, this is cool and it's faster and it's not that hard. It's not like the most risky thing ever. But I know that if I'm on world record pace and I get the out of bounds in metalhead, I'm not gonna want to go for that. For like a half-second time save, I'm not gonna go for that because I'll just be too nervous. Like it's just, you have to know yourself type of thing like that, you know. And yes, maybe I'm a pussy for that, but like, I just think the context is everything. Like, when it comes to what we're incorporating, what we're not. But yeah, to get back to what you guys are saying, yes, jump charging pretty much everywhere where you would otherwise charge jump is generally faster, especially from a grounded state, not already moving. But reality just works out to be that you know, some jump charges are smarter than others. It's just how it goes. What speedrun am I doing? I'm playing Spyro Any Percent, as you can tell by my splits. I'm trying to just beat the game as quickly as possible. So I have to collect like a bunch of gems and dragons, basically, to get to Nasty. There's a nerdy green gem I could catch exiting Clifftown. Oh yeah, I know that one. Well, see, the thing with that one is if you go for that one, it's harder to get the green from the red guy, right? Or can you get both? If you can get both, then that's legit. I need to practice that as well. I need to add that to my list of things to practice. Gotta be a little extra thorough here. Spyro 1 has flutter? No, it doesn't. If you press triangle, you'll drop down. You don't flutter. In Reignited, there's like a ledge climb mechanic. If you're thinking Reignited, that's different. But in the original game, there's nothing even remotely resembling a flutter or edge recovery thing in this game. I probably shouldn't have skipped those guys there. I'll go for the right side strats here. It might leave me a little under gem, but... Wow, that was as bad as that could have gone. What the fuck? He just got stuck. I didn't know you could go too far right there. The slight boost from charging out of a glide? Yeah, gosh, I'm like not even keeping up with what you guys are talking about. Were you talking to me or someone else? I'll read Daze's thing next. Sorry if I'm like losing track of the conversation here. Is it possible to do the 2 planes from the chest when you go up to flame? I'll just tell you this. The strat I do in Wild Flight is the fastest strat, basically. It is possible after the 2... When I do the turnaround in Wild Flight, you know how I flop against the wall and turn around and then grab the 2 chests that you're talking about? It is possible to grab one of those planes early after the 2 chests, but it's not very consistent and it hardly saves time. It saves like maybe a couple tenths of a second if you do it perfectly. So it tends to be not worth the risk. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. It's already kind of a risky enough strat doing that wall turnaround thing. So, unless I'm feeling really saucy, I don't usually go for that plane. You just get it at the end anyways. If I could ever convince people to do anything, oh god. We're getting our ego involved here. I'm trying, Daze. I want you to know that I'm trying. I'm practicing Nestor skip. I'm practicing, you know. I'm doing the Shemp boost now. Like, I'm not really sure what more you could like ask of me. I think I'm taking as many things as you're doing into consideration as possible. So I think rest assured your ego can you know be unscathed in this regard. It's really on me. And by the way, like speaking of egos and stuff, it's really on me if somebody finds something and I don't like look at it. That's why it was really important that I watched Laura's run yesterday. Because it's like, there were things in that run that I didn't even realize were a thing that I really should have known about, like the metalhead wall glide, for example. So, you know, it's just important. I think from a runner's perspective, not from a glitch hunter's perspective, but from a runner's perspective, it's always on me whether I'm like taking into consideration, even if there's a devil's advocate route that's like not worth it at all, or it's worth considering, you know, as a runner. It's always worth like looking at and playing with, because I think that's sort of like, even if you don't end up doing it in runs, I think just that level of like, of testing and it stimulates your speed brain, you know, and it makes you like feel more confident in whatever you do decide to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's even if I don't end up doing like your supercharge. Here, I'll rub your ego here. Check it out. I'm gonna do the day's supercharge strat. This is gonna be dope. Let's see if I get this. Oh, I got the worst case scenario. God damn it. That happens sometimes there. I got the literal worst thing that can happen. That happens sometimes. I need to also practice charge jumping this. So it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like how the cogs in my brain are like thinking like, oh, I should do this. I should try that. I should do this, you know? That's what you want, like as a runner. You don't necessarily want to get too comfortable like with whatever thing you're doing, but you want to get as comfortable as possible, like, which is kind of a, it's a catch-22, you know? Anyways. It's been a source of panic. Do I have student debt? No, but Sarah does. She's just opting to 4659. She's just opting to you know, wait until the government. She's obviously hitting the minimum payments and then just waiting for the government to do something about it. As I'm sure many people, maybe yourself, are as well. So don't feel bad, you know. As long as you can hit whatever the minimum payments are required and whatnot, then you'll be fine. But if you want my, you know, financial opinion on that, obviously, if I was you, I would try to save money and put all of your savings towards paying down the principal of whatever student loan debt you have, even if it feels insurmountable at this point. It's just something to take care of. It's not something you have to base your whole life around, but you know, I wouldn't just keep kicking the can down the road either. But that's just me. Other people like, you know, they'd rather do that, and that's fine as well. You know? Everyone's situation is different, so I'm not here to tell you to do that. That's what I would do. Again, you got to remember, from my perspective, I'm able to save a lot of money every month, so you know, like not everybody is able to do that, obviously. So if you can't do that, there's no shame in just barely skirting by when it comes to stuff like student loan debt or whatever, credit card debt. Not something you should lose sleep over, I think. Wait till inflation makes your income outpace your debt. Yeah, dude's never heard of interest. Literally every fucking finance help YouTube short. This is like the funniest thing. Like, yeah, just take a loan. Take out a loan, buy a property, rent it out, and then borrow against the bank again. And then it's always like, bro has never heard of interest or capital gains tax. It's like they're leaving out some very important, like, extra steps here. That's always like a funny, anytime you hear like a financial help thing that's like, oh, just do blank, blank, blank. Just ask yourself this, like, will that incur a tax, or will that compound interest over time? Either in your favor or against your favor. Those are two important questions to ask with any financial advice. Conveniently, financial gurus leave those details out often. Dude, get over it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I suck. Yeah, if like making money was as easy as just listening to like a 1-minute short about like from some fucking billionaire, I mean, it's just not reality. Billionaires and millionaires, they live in a whole other world than us normal plebeians do, you know? Money just is an entirely different thing to them. I think one cool consistency between a lot of self-made millionaire and billionaires is that when they started, they worked really hard. Like to make, you know, for most people, they make their first $100,000 or $1 million. That's the part of their life that you want to look at. You don't want to look at what they do after that. You want to look at what they do before, like, you know, to get there. And usually it involves like sleepless nights, you know, extremely hard work, a lot of risk with like, you know, making a business and shit. Not some like cheat code investing strategy. And what's sad is, you know, when you look at, especially with financial gurus, is like when you look at how they actually ended up coming to prominence, you find that like you look into their backstory, it's always something like really seedy, you know, like, oh, this person fucking basically scams people, you know. Like if all these guys were so rich, they wouldn't need to sell you a course, you know. Anyways. Anyways, I know I'm just preaching to the choir here about all this shit. I want you to know on the secret. There's no secrets in this world, you know? You have to just work hard. I know if the thing you work hard at is is something unique that not many other people do, then, you know, you're gonna have a higher chance of getting rich doing that. But if you work hard doing something that a lot of people do, then you could also, if you just work even harder, you'll make an equivalent amount of money to the former, you know? Oh, I missed some gems. I missed one gem, right? Yep. Classic. So it's just, you don't have to overcomplicate it. It's just like, work hard, you know? Don't have enough money? Like, work harder. I know it's like such a shitty thing to say though, because like a lot of people, you know, it's easy for me to say because like I don't work that hard. I just fucking sit here and play Spyro. For most people work 40 to 60 plus 80 whatever hour weeks. You can't tell them to just work harder. And a lot of those people are just barely scraping by as well, so. You know, in that case, like, I don't even know what to tell you, to be honest. Just get by, you know, and all the props to you. I have all the respect and admiration for people who work their asses off and barely get by. Those are the true people that make the world to go around. I'm sure that probably applies to a lot of people in this chat. Yeah, we all have limits, you know, with what we're capable of. It's what makes us happy. You want to live stream sometimes because working is a pain in the ass. If you want to live stream to like make money, you're gonna fail. I'm just telling you. You have to what I did was I live streamed this, basically what you're watching, for many years until it became like a profitable thing for me to do. What's up, Vanta? Thank you for the Prime. Yeah, live stream for a hobby. I'm just putting it in a perspective for you. Like the hobby part is gonna take a very long, like focus on that rather than the profit part. That's all I'm saying. There we go. That took care of it. I'm sure that's not news to anybody. Hair loss? I mean, I got a bit of a bald spot here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a balding Joe. I don't even have to worry about things that normal people worry about. Yeah, true. I mean, well, look, I'm a normal person. It's not like I'm not rich. Like, let's not like mince words about it. Like, I'm a normal person, but one thing that is abnormal about what I do is that I don't have to work as much as the average person, you know, to make like to get by. I'm lucky not to have. I'm just lucky. Like I'm lucky not to have debt. I'm lucky, you know, to enjoy saving money. I'm lucky to be like uniquely the only person in the world that can do this one thing of like playing Spyro at the top level. I'm lucky to have people that support me. Like, I'm just lucky. Like, that's all I am. I'm lucky and I'm consistent. I mean, like, I'm not really sure what I could say beyond that. So it's really, I don't know what advice I could give people, to be honest, that like doesn't make me sound like a fucking asshole.
Sorry I took so long.
When did I start balding?
What about Ganasty Ganork?
Probably when I was about like late teens, honestly, like early 20s. Probably like early mid 20s, I would say. Like 23, 24 is probably when.
Well, most
Because I've always had like a really big, like a strong widow's peak here, but the bald spot on the back didn't start happening till I was like 23, 24, I think. It happened pretty early, but to be fair, it's stayed like that for the past like 5 years or so. It hasn't like I haven't like fully lost all the hair on top yet. It's been like at about this point for like several years. Get smashed, thanks. Oh, you're talking about rich celebs? Yeah. No, but even so, you know, like my lifestyle is like not the average one. But there is something, I will say, there is something to be said about like a lot of people our age, like working from home or doing some like sort of like content gremlin adjacent like line of work, you know, whether you're in marketing or social media or you make like fucking PowerPoints or presentations for people and stuff. You do this all from home, you know. It's really a stone's throw from what I'm doing, just sitting in front of a computer all day. The only real difference is that I'm not on the clock, but you know, we're all just like putting our bullshit out there. We're all just fucking ejaculating digital content out into the world as a career, you know. I'm out here just doing a stream that like maybe no one will ever watch like again after like a couple days. So it's there is definitely a little bit of an existential crisis to be had there. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like, again, I want to reiterate, I'm lucky and I love doing this, but you know, what I'm trying to say is nothing's perfect, you know. What I'm trying to say is nothing's perfect. If you have like a hardcore manual labor job, or you drive a truck, or you operate an oil rig with a cigarette in your mouth, you know, that's like one form of like of hardship. And then it's like the sitting in front of a computer all day and then like trying to put out your best work all the time every day. That's another form of hardship. Both of those things take a toll on you, you know, just in different ways. And both can be mentally and physically like a toll, you know. So I think my whole attitude about like work and getting by and all that sort of thing is like, you can't really ever understand like what someone else's struggle is. You can't really fully put yourself in someone else's shoes. But the least you can do is respect what someone else does with their life, you know. Even if they don't do any work or don't make any money or they're just lay about, do nothing. Like, to a certain degree, to a reasonable degree, you have to respect it, you know. That's kind of my attitude about stuff. Someone's lazy, a mooch, or they're the hardest worker, self-made, you know, or they're supporting people or not or whatever. Like, just there's so many different ways to go through this world. And we get so tunnel vision in our head. Like in my mind, it's like, man, what would I do if I couldn't speedrun Spyro? Like, what am I gonna do? Maybe teach? Like, as if those are the only two options of me, like, of doing anything in life. You know? I think the hardest thing is just asking yourself, like, man, what do I want to do, like, as a career? It was hard. It was a hard question to answer as a kid. It's a hard question to answer as an adult. Even once you already have a career path. The grass is always greener, you know, on the other side. know what you want to do. Problems getting in it. Getting in what? I feel bad that mentally I was sitting in office. You have an easy job, but you're tired of it, dude. I think that applies to a lot of people for sure. Like the office job being like not necessarily like the hardest thing and decent money, but it's like very emotionally draining. I see that with Sarah a lot. Not to say her job isn't hard or anything, but it's just it's definitely emotionally draining dealing with like a bad boss and stuff. If they excluded executive positions to pay from me, I'll do another run. Let's try another run. Oh wait, I gotta go put the ribs in the oven real quick. I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. By the way, shout out to Vanta for the Prime. Sorry if I missed that. Love you, Vanta. BRB. New run hype? Who's hyped? BRB. Ooh. All right. I'm back. Sorry that took a while. Ribs are now in the oven. It's 3:10 p.m. So I should I'll set a timer on my phone for like an hour and a half. Ah shit, demo mode. Understandable. You want to be a plumber? You want to be a plumber so bad, but your legs don't work and you need those? Huh. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, like, I don't know what to say. Just reading messages like that just puts, like, again, like, I don't mean to make it about me here or anything. Like, I really feel for you, and I hope you can find a way. I'm gonna say this. I'm certain you can find a way. I'm certain that there is a possibility, but you know, I don't know your life, you know. Pretend like I didn't. Okay, timer for an hour and a half. So yeah, I mean, but like what I was gonna say is reading chats like that like really makes me talk about like how lucky I am. Dude, my legs work. You know, my hands work, my fingers work, you know? Fucking just being able-bodied is such like half the
Oh, it's been
such like half the battle with shit. Like the shit that you guys share about your life, like you guys are sharing a lot about like your career and like life aspirations and stuff in my chat. It just makes me realize that I like every fucking thing I read is like, man, I am lucky, dude. I'm too lucky. Like I feel bad. I feel bad for like I don't know what. I don't have any like mental conditions. I don't have ADD or autism or anything. I don't have any physical ailments, you know, besides my penis hurting a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what I did to have like life on such easy mode, you know? I don't know what I did to deserve that. I'm just lucky. The worst job I ever had growing up was probably I'll say the longest job I ever had, the longest like real job I had was working at Guitar Center for 2 years between 2016 and 2018. That job was okay for being a musician and enjoying working in the drum department and enjoying talking and playing drums and stuff. Like, I didn't care much for selling, so I didn't care about that. So I ended up making like not that much money, and my bosses kind of hated me for that. But you know, all things considered, it was like a chill job. For as far as a real retail job goes, it was pretty chill. It did get pretty soul draining after a while to go in and like, you know, I'd rather be streaming or, you know, whatever, just working on anything besides that. But it was kind of, in a way, it was kind of nice because like whenever I'd go there, I'd just be standing in the back of the store, you know, with no one coming in or anything. It would make me like a lot hungrier to go home and stream or to go home and work on a music project or something. Now that my life is like so free now that I don't have any, you know, job or place to be or anything, I've actually grown quite, I guess you could say, complacent. And I only work on things when I want to, which means I just don't work on things that much. I just do my speed runs. Like the whole last month or two, I've been just focusing on just runs. And really, I should start a new video. And I have a picture in my mind of what I want it to be, but I'm just late. Like I'm more of a procrastinator than I think I've ever been. And I was always like a procrastinator in school and stuff. So, you know. On one end, having like, you know, there is something nice about having like a soul draining job like that. That it makes you like. You have a lot of time to think about what you really want to do, you know, a job like that. You worked for a YouTuber, you were a production assistant, and it ruined you? Oh, that sucks. Did they just like overwork you or what? What does a production assistant do, if you could answer that? I'm like so curious about how these collaborative channels work. Unspeakable. Was it like one of those channels that's like horror story, like real life horror type story videos with like AI voices and shit? You run errands, clean up everything, set up everything. Oh, interesting. Oh, so you guys would do like a lot of live shoots and stuff is what you're saying. Interesting. Well, I'm sorry that job was so fucked up for you. Oh, it was for kids. I see. That's an intense name for a kids channel. Unspeakable. Guys, I'm gonna make a new kids channel. It's gonna be called Murder Central. I know. Lamb or pork ribs? There are pork ribs. Sarah's not a fan of lamb. You had acid spit on you? What the fuck? That's awful. That sounds so terrible. Did it like hurt you? I mean, not that it makes it okay whether it did or didn't. I'm just curious. If you weren't stupid, you could do shit that's fun and make money. I mean, look, it doesn't take a genius to speedrun a game for 10 years, which is what I did. Not like I'm fucking smart for that. Not like I have this... People think I'm, like, talented or something. Like, no. Ask anybody who speedruns this game. Like, they'll be like, Deo is not, like, a particularly talented player. He just grinds a lot, you know? So you don't even have to be smart to, like, find a niche in something, is my point. You don't have to be smart or, you know, unique to do something that you enjoy. Like you were saying earlier, Sora, just like as a hobby, and after so many years, if you stay consistent with it, it just kind of turns into your career. Which is how it goes with a lot of artistic, creative things like that. The hard part is being dedicated. You don't have to be smart to be dedicated. In fact, you have to actually be illogical to some degree. Oh god. Dude, why do I... Bruh. Right after getting Mama Proxy, I had to do that. Like, very cool. You think I'd go back to pursuing being a music teacher if I retire from Spyro? Honestly, you want my honest answer to that? Probably not. Honestly. I like teaching. I think I'm a decent music teacher. Or just a decent teacher in general. But I don't know. I've been around that environment a lot, and I feel like if I were to be retired from Spyro, I'd want to do something different in life. Like, I would rather work like some basic ass construction job where I don't have to like creatively exert myself in any way, you know, than go from this like creative pursuit into like another creative pursuit that's even more soul draining, teaching music. It's just, I don't know if it's not something I really want to hop into if I'm gonna like stop streaming. What I would rather do is like get like a minimum wage job and just work like a bunch, like 30, 40 hours a week. And just see how I feel about that. Like, that's how I felt. I was teaching music at a studio, but I'd rather do something that requires like 0 brain power. Or, and you know what would be even cooler is if I found something that was like within a more physical niche that I like. So for example, one thing I'd really like to do, this is like kind of like a dream job if I were to quit streaming. I would love to work as like a part-timer at a ski resort. I'd love to just be the guy fucking just like cleaning up like people's fucking vomit, or like working a ski lift or something. Like waking up at the butt crack of dawn and going and fucking with be a ski instructor or some shit. That would be fun for me. Because that'd be a whole different change of pace to what I do here. It'd just be like, okay, you know, your boss tells you, go here, go do this, go clean up that, go do this. It's much more physical, it's much more brain dead, you know? Teaching music requires a lot of, I think, like, creative exertion. To do it right, you know, it takes, like, you gotta be, like, all about it, you know? I feel like if I were to switch career paths at this point, I would want to do something that I liked, but that I didn't have to be like so fucking creatively involved with. And even if it's something that I didn't like, you know, just something that I didn't have to think about while I did it, like fucking, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be the president. it in some bullshit. I feel like and now feel free, like, if you feel like I'm reading too deep into this, but like the way you kind of discuss your own career prospects are either like you make it big in something, or it's like, or you don't do it at all. That's like what it feels like. You're kind of like putting your whole life in a black and white sense like that. Am I reading that correctly? It's like you're saying, oh, I want to stream, but you know, like, I have to do it as a hobby for a while before I really made it, you know, which is true. That is true, but it's like, why is that dissuading you? You know, it's my question. You know what I mean? Like anything that, like, you do anything, you have to just do it, you know, for a while before you get any real decent return from it. A lot of anxiety and stuff. I'm just sharing like what it seems like, you know. It just seems like a very it seems like kind of defeatist is what it seems like. Not saying that isn't valid or the way you feel like is not okay. It's just that I think there's more opportunity for you than you realize. It's actually a positive thing. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. I'm telling you guys, the most helpful thing I ever did, like, mentality-wise in this game, is give up on, like, getting a world record, you know? Is not be worried about, like, people watching me. I so distinctly remember when I was in, like, 2014, 2015, I would, like, boot up my stream, and I would stream, like, many days of the week. I would stream, like, a good, like, let's say 4 or 5 days out of a week. And, you know, because I had free time or I'm on break from school or something. And nobody would watch me. It'd be like 0 to 5 viewers for many years. It was. But I remember thinking, I was like, man, no one watches me. This kind of sucks. Like, why am I doing this? And then I stopped. I was like, oh, wait. I just like speedrunning and recording myself and streaming and doing that. Like, whether people watch me or not, you know? So my point is having an attitude where, like, the worst case scenario you're okay with and you still want to do the thing anyways. Where in this case, it's like you don't make any money or no one watches you, right? Like, you need to get to that place. That's what I truly believe for everyone who makes, like, content online. You need to be able to do what you do without, like, fucking anyone giving a fuck about it. And unfortunately, since you guys are so, I mean, this is kind of a catch-22 about my situation. It's like, since you guys are so supportive and I've gone full time with this, I am not actually, like, I don't even follow that, what I'm saying, because, like, if you guys were to stop subscribing and stuff, I'd get pretty depressed, you know? I'd get pretty bummed out, but the truth is I should be able to do this hobby without, like, needing people to throw money at me or to tell me I'm doing good or whatever, you know? Because that's how it was for the first 5-6 years I did this. That's how it was. You know? That's the only reason why I'm here now, I think. Is that I was able to, like, accept the worst case scenario. For me now, that attitude I think has shifted to, like, if people stop supporting me on here, I'll probably be upset, for sure. I'll probably be depressed, but I'll probably move on with my life. Is probably what I'll do, you know, since I've done this for so long, you know. So it's taken on a whole other animal for me. So it's not like any of these feelings go away once you do achieve success or anything. It's like they just take on another form. So if you're brand new to speedrunning or streaming or any content creation, whatever, and you want to make it in that, you know, whatever anxiety you have about it, it's gonna manifest itself in different ways over and over, even if you do find success. So finding, like, some cope, you know, to accept whatever worst case scenario is in your mind is very important, I think. I think it's a very important thing. Make a video, you post it, and you mentally prepare for no one to give a fuck about it. Even if it's the best video of your life, best thumbnail, best whatever, be ready for no one to care. Just be ready for that, you know? Obviously work hard to make sure that that isn't the case, but like, be ready for that to be the case, I think. Being ready for worst case scenarios, I think, especially in creative pursuits, when it comes to like reception and support, that's a huge thing to what kept me going here in this hobby. Oh god. Let's like put it in perspective here. Most speedrunners do not get enough support from their streams or, you know, videos or whatever to get by, you know? That's just the truth. I'm like in the top 1% of speedrunners in that regard, you know? So, like, it'd be foolhardy of me to go into a hobby like this, like fresh, like hoping to make it, or like really like earnestly like being upset if I didn't make it. In terms of getting support and stuff. You gotta remember, like, you know, this hobby isn't about like, you know, the game doesn't care if people are watching me. The game doesn't care if people are throwing money at me and shit. The game doesn't care about that. Like, are we trying to get a world record here, or are we trying to like get internet famous? It's like, whatever the answer is there, it's gonna really have a big effect on your psyche. The truth is that we lie on some spectrum, like between like intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. This is another thing I think I've gotten really like in tune with throughout my journey in this game is whenever something, I feel like I have to do something in the game, like a strategy or something, because someone else found it, but not because I want to, I always reject the strategy. I always find, oh, I'm just doing this strat because Daze says it's cool, or Laura says it's cool, or whatever. But I don't really care. Like, you have to be able to like take your fucking ego out of it and be like, you know what, let me see if I like this, you know? And then come back to it another day. Even if you don't like it the first day, well, that's just one day of attempting something. You know, like your life, like doing one hobby, it's not just one day, you know? It's like, you might like something one day and then hate it the next, and vice versa, especially when it comes to introducing new things into that hobby. So, I'm not really sure what my point was there. Oh, but yeah, it's about that, like, sometimes things you'll be motivated to do something because of, like, outside factors, and then you're motivated to do something from inside factors, like from inside your heart, you just want to do something. And you gotta latch on to those inside, intrinsic motivations. Those are the key to keeping you going in something. If you find that you do something more because you feel like you have to, that's a problem you need to address within yourself. How do you go from I feel like I have to do this to I want to do this? You're always going to be somewhere on that spectrum between those two feelings, you know? It's not like a black and white thing, obviously. Nothing in life is, right? I feel like I have to take a dookie. No, but do you want to take a dookie? I am not gonna let you shit until you show some intrinsic motivation here. You stay right there. Amanda show. Free philosophy. No, I did not take that as hate at all, Sick. You're good, man. That is literally what's happening here. Well, I like getting philosophical about, you know, stuff like that. Especially on this run, which actually is not that bad, except it has been getting worse in Magic. I think it's definitely not world recordable anymore, but that's fine. Truth is, I'm not really trying to get world record today, guys. Like, I would love to get one, obviously, but I'm more entertained by my own thoughts at the moment. Very nice. Nice. Big ass wiener dick. For speedrunning, it can be as simple as do a different, fun, fresh category. Yeah, that's true for a lot of people, DK, actually. That's true for a lot of people, is just switching it up, switching the category. Yeah, in speedrunning, it really is that simple. You can just literally, if you need a change of pace, you can literally change the game, change the category. And that will be certainly a change of pace. But then what about someone like me, who just runs one category, you know? Who really finds, like, you know, there's a lot of ways to enjoy speedrunning. And for me, I do it in a way that's actually less, I feel like is less common, which is to center in on one thing and really just master it and do it day in and day out every day. Like, that's a whole other, like, mental coping path that you have to go down, you know? Obviously, you know, it's like to each their own, you know? So obviously it's not like right to do it my way. It's not right to hop between categories all the time. It's not right or wrong, you know? It's just, you gotta know yourself. You gotta know what makes you happy. And I would be, genuinely, I would be sad if I was like constantly, I actually did get sad. I don't know if you guys remember this. When I was like trying to do like try to practice for like a second trifecta run, and I was hopping between Spyro 2 and 3 a lot, and my heart was, at a certain point, the last time I speedran Spyro 3 won 17%, I remember just kind of having this realization. I was like, dude, my heart is not in this. Like, I'm just doing this because, like, I'm trying to practice for a trifecta, but, like, I don't really, like, want to be playing this category. I don't feel like I'm really, like, mastering this category. And then it got to a point where I was like, okay, well, like, let me watch Shivani's record and take notes and try to progress in it and really focus it. And I tried to do that, and I was just like, I just can't do it. This category is not for me. Like, I don't fucking love this category the same way I love Spyro 120% or any percent. It's just the truth, you know? So I just have to be honest with myself. I can't be the same way I am in this game in Spyro 3 117%. I have to have like a different outlook, you know? And same thing with Spyro 2 100%. Like, I do want to put more time into those games and categories, but it's just like each game, each category, it's like you're gonna have such a unique relationship to each one, especially the more runs you do. Each one presents it. In my mind, each game and each category presents its own mental challenges, you know? So for me, it makes more sense in my mind to like really just master, not just like being good at a category, but master like all of the emotional like copes that exist within one category and become like a master of your own world. You know what I'm saying? Rather than like constantly like hopping into different literal worlds in a game and challenging your mind in a whole new circumstance, you know, and having to cope. Like, it's just not my style. It's not my style to hop between different runs and categories. Also, another thing is a lot of people don't speedrun. Like, there's different degrees of how good people want to get at speedrunning as well. Like, I've always approached this hobby like, I want to be the best at whatever game that I possibly can be. I want to be the best that I can be. Not necessarily like world record, but just the best that I can be, you know? Like, that's important to me. That's not necessarily true for every speedrunner, okay? And that's okay too. Some people just want to have fun with their friends type of beat, like in a Discord call or whatever, or just get like a decent time, but not necessarily like master the game. And you have to take in such baby steps like that, I feel like. I'm sorry if I'm totally rambling right now, but I ran Katamari Damacy and as well as CTR for like about a month each. And it, like, I wanted to have the wherewithal to like keep grinding those games, and I could have kept grinding those games and possibly gotten good at them, but I realized, like, in my head, I was like, okay, to really get to another level in these games now, I need to devote more of myself, more like time, daily grinding, like what you see from me in Spyro. I need to do that in these games now. Like, I know what it takes to like get to the level I want to get to in those games, you know? And it's just a lot of time and effort and dedication, and it's like, it's such a, you just have to be honest with yourself about like whether you're ready for that or not, whether you want to do that or not. It's not even whether you're ready for that or not, it's just whether you want to do that, you know? I genuinely want to sit here and play this game every single day. I just enjoy sitting here playing, talking, ranting, getting decent times, whatever. I just enjoy it, you know? If I were to pick up Spyro 2 right now, it'd have to be a lot more fun. And again, like, I do want to do this eventually, but like, once I get done with this 36 grind, I am going to switch to Spyro 2, and it's going to be a lot of like relearning and staying focused on the game until I feel comfortable enough to like have this sort of relationship where I'm like talking and playing and stuff. It's just a different animal, man. Everything you do in this world is like its own animal. And so talking about like hopping between speed games and categories, each one is its own animal. Not just like in the game, but like emotionally. Oh god. Anyways. Oh god, dude. I'm gonna grab the sparks over here. That was amazing. That was just wonderful sparks optimization from me there. Let's do this whole fucking area sparksless now. Anyways, I'm totally ranting at this point. I think at this point it's a good time to say to not overthink whatever you want to do in life. Don't overthink it. If there's something you think is interesting that you think you'd like or that you'd like to try, just try it. Don't psych yourself out with like, is this what I really want? Especially if you're new to something, you know? Just try it. Just keep trying it and then keep adjusting it and then decide whether that you like it or not, you know? It doesn't have to be any, like, more complicated than that. What's up, Goyle? My B Papa, what happened? Did I play the other two Spyros? Yeah, I've speedrun the 100% categories of the other two Spyros, but not the Reignited trilogy. That's a different thing. I play the original games, not Reignited. Reignited's the remake. Different games, different speedruns, different physics, and all that. I'm just gonna continue, even though I probably shouldn't. What's up, Markeisha? I'm missing so many gems, it's ridiculous. Sparksless Australia, true. Dude, please. Fucking bitch. Does Sparks have a lower grab radius than the other two? Yeah, correct. You know, if you want to get technical, it's actually not that much lower. Or really any lower, but like effectively, because of the way the physics works in those games, effectively, yes. Like the... TLDR, yes. Sparks' range is lower in this game. And Sparks' range is also, you know, on top of it being like a smaller diameter, it's also more stringent what he will and won't pick up. Like he won't see things. This is also true in Spyro 2 and 3. He won't see things around a wall, for example. Like if you're standing at a corner and there's a gem right on the other side of the corner, even if it's within your grab radius, Sparks won't see that, for example. So you'll end up in a lot of situations where it's like, Sparks, hello, you should grab that, but for one reason or other, because of the terrain or something like that, Sparks can't see it as easily. And that's definitely a lot more stringent in this game, where Sparks won't see gems that are above or below him, even by like less than a foot, you know? Above or below where you're standing. So that's another element to why the gem collection feels a lot more difficult in this game. But the good news about all the Sparks mechanics in the original trilogy is that they're mostly pretty consistent. Especially in the first game. I think this is like, Sparks is one of the most consistent factors of this game, to be honest with you. Wow, that was amazing. I'll do the Days strat now, just for the fans. Days really wants me to do this strat, so I'm gonna do it. I do want to practice this more. Ooh, didn't quite get it into the monkey, but I'd still take that another one. Hey, thanks for that, Sick. Thanks for checking that out. Yeah, do people speedrun the weird Spyro games like Season of Flame and Ice, like Legend of Spyro? People also speedrun like the Game Boy Advance Legend of Spyros, which I don't even know if you knew existed. There's also mobile, like back in the days before there were smartphones, there was mobile Spyro games, which are like really janky, like 2D, like fucking 5 FPS fucking kind of games. Like the type of shit you'd play on your dad's Razor, you know? Oh god. On your mom's BlackBerry type of shit. Your mom's flip phone. Yeah, like a Java phone game. Oh, I need this, I think. Shit. Not exactly doing great here. You're a Razor. What's up, Bex? Yeah, I had a Razor in middle school. As a privileged young lad, I definitely was cool with my Motorola Razor. Yeah, literally we have AAA game at home. It's like fucking 5 FPS side scroller on a flip phone. There are Spyro games like that. What video editing software do I use? I personally use Sony Vegas 13, which is like ancient shit. But for my last video that I watched, I had a video editor working with me. So they were using, I don't even remember. Whatever the one on Mac is. I think they're using like Final Cut on Mac or something. Which made it actually really annoying to share files, but it's fine. Yeah, I use OG Sony Vegas. Like my video edit, I'm glad I've spent a lot of time editing videos, but my video editing skills are definitely capped, partly because I use ancient Sony Vegas and also partially because I'm just not like, I just don't like video editing. I find it to be a tedious thing to do. So I'll edit a video to the extent that like I just want to get it done, you know, so I can really only do the basics in video editing: cutting, fast forwarding, slowing down, freeze framing, adding in sound effects, you know, all that sort of stuff. Chroma keying, you know, adding in video effects, just like the basics. Still though, I think it's good that I spent a lot of time like fucking around in Sony Vegas, just so that way like when I do work with editors I can give like a more clear, concise like directions and stuff. Yeah, I hate editing as well, man. I mean, you just, again, this is like one of those things you got to know yourself. Editing is like one of those things that, like, it takes a certain mind to do, first of all, to edit, like, efficiently, and secondly, to, like, have fun doing it, you know? You got to really be into all the hotkeys and all that sort of stuff to really edit. And I'm not. I'm, like, clicking and dragging shit around and whatever. So I look at editing as like a means to an end, whereas like if you look at editing more as like something you can optimize, I think it's something you can have more fun with. But I'm not like that. I don't have that kind of brain with video editing. I just want to like, I have some vision. I just want to kind of get it on the, you know, screen type of thing. Yeah, Laura did kill it at ESA. I totally agree with that, Ice Thunder. You really don't like Vegas? I like Sony Vegas. I'm used to it, I guess. Maybe call it, I guess, Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, that's kind of how I am as well, Sakura. Like, I've looked at DaVinci and some of these other programs. It's just like, I don't want to relearn a whole I'm already as far as I am on, like, ancient-ass Vegas. I'm not about to, like I said, I just don't like editing enough to, like, go there and, like, learn something like that. Like, I think I know enough to where I can, like, work with a video editor and make it work. If I really am trying to go for, like, a higher production level, you know? Like you gotta know when to fold your cards, I feel like, as a creator. Be like, all right, let me get some help with this. It's easy to get like in this like hole as a streamer, video creator, where you feel like you have to do everything yourself, you know, because it's like only I have the vision for what I want, so why would I get someone else involved with that? Well, by getting someone else involved with it, I was able to just focus on like curating the music, and even though I had to say, okay, put this edit here, put this edit here, and it, you know, it took a lot of time, probably as much time as it would have taken for me to just edit the video. The final product ended up being a lot better. So it's just the truth about collaborating on stuff, is when you divide and conquer your, you know, skills. Like, it's just better that way. The final product is always better when you're like not trying to do every single thing yourself. But again, it's like if you're the type of person that loves video editing, then yeah, absolutely, just do it all yourself, you know? Some people are on the opposite end of that spectrum, where like they like editing, but they don't like the actual recording and creation process of the content, you know? So they'll get like, they'll fucking hire voice actors and shit for their videos, you know? So it's just kind of whatever. You have to just find what parts of content creation you like and hone in on those and get help with the stuff that you're, you know, weaker at. It sounds easy, you know, but it's like your ego and how you look at your own videos and stuff, it can really muddy up that whole process, I think. And we kind of get on an ego trip about our own, go, oh, okay, I gotta edit it myself, I gotta do this myself, I gotta do it myself, like, I don't know. The thing with editors is you're melding your vision. I mean, I think I hear what you're saying. Like, you know, you have to clearly express what you want, which is much different to like articulate over like a message to someone. Like, do this versus just doing it. Oh my God. How many gems? 5. It's like you said, it's like you really codify like what you actually want, you know, and it ends up being better. Even if their video editing skills are good or bad or whatever, it's just like, just by clarifying what you want, like, to someone, that in itself is helping your video become better, you know, rather than just having it all be up here, you know. This is all a fucking mess. This is like goop, you know. All of my thoughts are like fucking turds, basically, you know. But working with another person like makes you realize when something is like good or bad. You can like ask them as you're like, imagine that. Imagine like while you're editing a video, you're asking someone, hey, do this, and then they send you the thing. It's like, go back to the other thing, you know, do it like that, or what do you think about this, you know? It's like you fucking, I don't know. You become a director. That's kind of the fun thing. I like being a director for my own videos rather than like the fucking full production staff. But that's another thing. Some people like don't like being like, you know, don't like being a director like that, you know? I could totally get where, from a lot of people's perspective, it's just more trouble than it's worth to try to like explain every single edit that you want in a video to someone. You know? I totally get that. But I think for me, it ends up with a better product. I've only really done that on a big scale with the last video I made, though. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do that again with my next video. I still have yet to like record it at all, so we'll see what happens. But I might. Who knows? Like, what is a director? Stanley Kubrick of YouTube. Thanks for the GGs, by the way. Early GGs. 38, I'll take it. Fucking, like, what does a director do? Like, guys ever think about that? Like, in a movie, what the fuck does a director even do? He's just sitting there be like, cut, do it again. Now this time with more oomph, you know? Like, that's what we think of in our head. But, like, really to be a good director, and it's true. It's like, they're just telling you to do the same thing that's already there, just a little, you know, differently or reworking something. It's a very creative thing, but like part of being a good director is having really good communication skills. And I feel like after having worked with several editors, like over the course of a few years, you know, I really have not just my process like down, but like have like the sensitivity and communication skills that it's like, to know when I'm like overloading someone with work, for example, or like to know if like I feel like, you know, if I'm valuing their time or their opinion, or you know, to to gently tell them like, oh, I don't like this edit, like try this, you know, it's. Oh, and the best part of it is like when you have someone being an editor for you, is they'll send you something that like the little space, you're always gonna leave little spaces kind of open in terms of interpretation for a spot, and they'll just send you something that you didn't even think of. That's the magic of video editing, by the way, is like when you're in the middle of it, you can't plan it all out necessarily. It's just like randomly in a moment, like you'll just come with the most like fucking genius YouTube poop level of like edit that like, you know, this thing cascading from off screen, it fucking explodes, it just happens like that, and it just moves on with the. Those are like the best moments, is when you get taken by surprise, like from a video. So yeah, trying to find like the right balance with all that, from not letting it be fully loosey goosey, like okay, just edit the video and like no direction at all, versus directing every little minute detail and like checking it and whatever, and then leaving room for like fun like little like, you know, expressions from the editor as well. It's there's a lot to being a director, I've learned through that process. Yeah, you gotta let your editor add some personality to the shit, you know? Yeah, like playing 4D chess with the crew, yeah, true. Anyone seen the Obama comedy YouTube proof archives? No, that sounds good though. There's a spectrum of directors that benefit from total control and directors that let this set. Yeah, there's like most directors fall somewhere along that spectrum. With each given like thing that they're changing or adjusting, you know, each action that a director makes falls somewhere on that spectrum. It's not necessarily that everything they do is like one or the other. Bombs. You want it? Yeah, like, dude, Otaku gets it. People who have edited videos before totally know what I mean about, like, you just cannot plan the best edits. You just can't. It's just, they just happen. You're just on the timeline and you're like, it's just like, boom, it just comes, it's like, oh, right here, this needs to happen. You can't plan for that, you know? I'm gonna go check on the, hold on, how much? I'm gonna go check on the ribs real quick. I've been going for just under an hour, like 45 minutes. I'm gonna go check on them real quick. I'll be right back. I don't know if I'm gonna do another run. Maybe I should just go offline. How long have I been on? Like 3.5 hours? I'll keep you in mind. Otako, do me a solid and send me a Discord DM. Or if you're not in my Discord, join my Discord so that way I can reach you easily, okay? Because I might hit you up for my next video, if and when I get around to it, which I have not yet. Thanks for the offer. Yeah, I'm gonna go offline today, guys. I'm gonna go offline. I think that's it for me. I think I did good today. I could just keep, you know, keep playing, but nah. I'm gonna keep myself juiced up for tomorrow and really get into a good grind then, I think. Yeah. Also, those ribs smell so good. They're gonna distract me the whole fucking run. I already know. Dude's online. Thanks to everyone who's leaving right now. Really appreciate all the subs today and everything. You guys are very cute. Let's see, I think I'll raid Monopoly. Oh, Nova Spell playing fucking Vortex. I gotta raid Nova. Oh, I gotta raid Nova. She's shaking off the rust. Oh, this is sick. Previous Vortex world record holder. Thought to be retired. This absolute bitch, Nova Spell, is like on her queen bitch shit. She is like fucking, she fucking went and got record in Vortex and then dipped the fuck out. It was tight. She's fucking chilling though. I remember her watching my stream, man, back in like 2019, 2020. Now look at her. She's time flies, man. You know, she was just a new viewer in my chat, like just it feels like yesterday, and now she's a washed up streamer like me. I'm kidding, she's not washed up. She's back with a vengeance. So I will see you guys when I see you. I'll be back tomorrow for more grinding. We're gonna try to properly get some good runs tomorrow, I think. I'm glad I brushed up on some of the new strategies from Laura's ESA run. So good work on the practice sesh as well as just running some no resets. So love you guys so much. Piggy, Travis, Sora, Bat, Zeno. Love you guys all. Have a good day. Peace.